So focus would be on the Ganga Basin today and getting the idea of the Indian water resources by the Ganga Basin. Ganga Basin and Brahmaputra Basin other than the Indus Basin. You know, the last topic was the Indus Basin. If you want to divide the Indus Basin and the Ganga Basin, then you know very well that the last topic was the river Indus having like these kind of rivers. Many rivers are there, and these rivers joining in different areas, and like that. And here, which country this one? Pakistan, then Afghanistan, then this side the China. But as far as India is concerned, Ladakh region, Jammu Kashmir region, Himachal region, Punjab region, and even you can say directly or indirectly the kind of part of Rajasthan even. Because some small river can join through the India-Pakistan border. So this India is the Indus Basin. A small area, large area of the India, this one as well. Of course, large area. Approximately 10% area of the India lying in Indus Basin. 1/10 India is Indus Basin. So Indus Basin, very close to 10%, 9 point something, 10% area of the India, and including Ladakh, including Jammu Kashmir, including Himachal, including Punjab, and also which area? The parts of western Rajasthan, of course. Here, but even we can consider a little bit Haryana border as well. Some rivers, small river joining here. So Haryana is also, you can say, parts of Rajasthan and little bit Haryana as well. Western part of Rajasthan, northern part of Rajasthan, this plus even the parts of Haryana, western, northern Haryana as well, very close to this part, 10% area of the India. So if we say that the Ganga Basin and Indus Basin, these are the two important basins, but once you say Ganga Basin look like that, Ganga river. And parallel of that, Ganga, tributary Yamuna, etc. Many more rivers coming from Uttarakhand, even Nepal and Tibet also. So these kind of rivers you can say. And river coming from this side as well, in Ganga Basin, peninsular side. And also you can say that rivers, the Damodar river and many more other river. So which basin in India is bigger one in your opinion, Ganga Basin or Indus Basin? The Ganga Basin. As far as Ganga Basin is concerned, then Uttarakhand area and parts of Himachal as well, not complete Himachal in Indus Basin, little bit Himachal, even major part of the Haryana in that part, Delhi also, UP of course, Bihar of course, Bengal of course, and the area of Jharkhand as well, area of Madhya Pradesh as well, area of Chhattisgarh as well. So in your opinion, Ganga Basin occupying how much area of the India? 26% area of India as per government document. Area of India. We are not counting other countries, but Ganga Basin, if we take into consideration beyond India, then Nepal, then of course part of Tibet or Chinese area in present control plus Bangladesh. So like Indus Basin, Ganga Basin, 3 countries, 4 countries. 4 countries. Which 2 countries are common in Indus Basin and the Ganga Basin? India, China. So we have to remember 2 big players in this region is India and China. So that thing we have to recognize. India, China in the river system. But in case of, you can say, in case of the Indus Basin, it is Pakistan, Afghanistan, but in case of the Ganga Basin, it is Nepal and Bangladesh, other than India, China. So this thing we have to remember also. Okay, can we even think of which other countries are also there in this basin? So in Ganga basin, Indus basin, the big basin of the India, Ganga basin, 4 countries, and within the India, it is 26% area of the India, 1/4 India. And as far as 4 countries, India, China, Nepal, and Bangladesh. In case of Indus basin, which 4 countries are there? India, Pakistan, also India, China, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. But what is the difference in Indus basin? Dominance of which country area-wise? Pakistan. But dominance in Ganga basin, the India. So of course, for India, Ganga basin the more important. Suppose if one question comes up that Indus basin and Ganga basin, these are the big basin of the world or small basin of the world? Big basin, these are. And if we compare Indus basin slightly even larger in size, because the Indus basin, what is the length of the Indus river? 2,900 kilometer, around 3,000 kilometer. But Ganga river within the India is the longest river of the India. But as far as comparison with Ganga and Indus, which river is bigger one? Indus is bigger one than the Ganga. But for India, Ganga is more relevant. So that thing we have to recognize. Ganga though is smaller river than the Indus, but for India, the Ganga is more important, occupying more area of the India. And within the country India, which states are the main state? Uttarakhand, well, little bit Himachal also, and also which state? Main state UP, and also Bihar, also West Bengal, even Jharkhand river coming, Damodar river, and also Madhya Pradesh, Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Ken, many river from Madhya Pradesh, and also Chambal passing through the Rajasthan, little bit Rajasthan, and also Haryana, and plus which state as well? Chhattisgarh. So we need not to remember this particular name, all states, but rather we have to remember which part, which we have to retain which information, this information. If you know this part, it means you know the area. So everything state-wise we can't remember, but a crude idea, okay, it is a basin which state could lie. I will elaborate further so that without even mugging up this information, how many states are there, you can have the better feeling of this part. So Ganga basin is which kind of basin of the India? Largest basin. But which basin is the second largest basin as government documents are concerned? Indus basin. So as far as India is concerned, largest basin, 1/4 area and 1/10 area the Indus basin round, second largest basin. So we have to know, okay, because river does not mean single river, as a group we have to think on. Then maximum influence of the Ganga basin as far as area is concerned, and then the Indus basin. In South India, which river you think of is also important one? Godavari. So just similar to area wise, it is third largest basin of the India, Peninsular river. Which basin third largest in India? Godavari basin, the third largest. Almost 10%, 9.4, 9.5 around that. Godavari basin third largest. So these are top 3 basins in Ganga, Indus and Godavari in India. So we can say that if these 3 river basin we consider India 26 plus 10% around, it will be how much? 46% or 45% around. 45% means around half. Half of the India is nothing but the Ganga, Indus and this Godavari basin. Because Brahmaputra river is mainly in which area of the India? Northeast. And northeast smaller or larger in size? Smaller in size. Main area of the Brahmaputra in Tibet area, China area. So first, a kind of comparison. But this basin has one more relevance in India, Ganga basin, that how much population of the India living in this basin? 43% population as by the government document. 43% population. And of course, this population year by year, percentage wise also increasing or decreasing? Increasing, because main population growth in UP Bihar rather than South India or Central India. So of course, percentage of population has been increasing. Densely populated area of the world, the Ganga basin. How much population of 43% population of the India? Because India is known for 1.4 billion plus population right now, the most populous country as per even UN data, more than China. Then of course 1.4 billion, even we consider 1.4 and 43%, around half, it will be more than 50 crore. Of course, very close to 55 to 60 crore. This much population is, of course, any other country other than India and China? No. If Ganga Basin had been a country, then Ganga Basin would have been third most populous country in the world. Huh? That way we have to just check the data. So data must be interpreted in which manner that, okay, can we feel it or not? The 43% population of the Ganga Basin making it is the third most populous region, if we count as a country comparison. Because USA is the third most populous country, 34 crore population. But Ganga Basin has more than 50 crore population. Even no other basin in the world having as much population as the Ganga Basin. No Nile Basin, no Amazon Basin, no Congo Basin, not any Yangtze River, the second largest basin population wise. Population wise, it is one of the most significant basin within the India. And if you count you can say that Bangladesh is also there. So worldwide, no match of this basin, population wise. So of course, if we basically solve the issues of the water issues of this area, then one larger chunk of worldwide population we are helping. So we have to imagine in that way that it is not a small zone, Ganga Basin, Indus Basin. There are big areas and sizable population of the world residing here. So largest basin of the India and 40% population of the India, the Ganga Basin. Second largest the Indus Basin, third the Godavari, I will discuss later on. But as far as this basin is concerned, then main river is of course which river? River Ganga. So first, like Indus, we have done the main river Indus, then the other tributaries. As far as Ganga is concerned, what is the flow of the only Ganga we count? Main river, the Ganga. Ganga river is first Uttarakhand, then UP, then Bihar, then even Jharkhand. Very small area of the Jharkhand also, Ganga is passing through Jharkhand, Bihar boundary, you can say actually. Sahibganj and Pakur district. Uttarakhand, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, and also which state? West Bengal. So, how many states of India? 5 states. But once you say the basin, then basin means same 5 states or more than that possibilities. Because we count tributaries also in the basin. Similarly, if I say Indus Basin in only Ladakh, in India. But once we say Indus Basin within the India, then Punjab also, Himachal major area, and also Jammu Kashmir. So basin and river flow we have to differentiate. Basin means only main river flow and its tributaries as well. Its tributaries, even tributaries of tributaries, any directly, indirectly. So within the India, Ganga flow is 5 states. But outside India, which country also? Bangladesh. So BD or Bangladesh. As far as Ganga is concerned, suppose we basically make one diagram of the Ganga here. Then Ganga river is like this. Suppose it is the river Ganga. Ganga river, one channel going to Indian West Bengal and one channel going to which country here? Bangladesh. It is a Ganga flow. This flow, Ganga flow. Here to here to here to here. One part going here, one part is going here. It is the Ganga flow here. Which state this one? Uttarakhand, then UP, then Bihar, even Jharkhand here, and also which state? West Bengal, and also which country? Bangladesh. Correct? And then if I say that in this region, how much length of the Ganga, suppose, what is the beginning of the Ganga? If we say, then beginning you all are aware of Gangotri. So in Uttarakhand, one place is there. Which place in Uttarakhand area? The Gangotri area. Which area? Gangotri. And Gangotri is a glacier. And in West Bengal area, finally this river once falling into which bay? Just like Indus falling in Arabian Sea, West Bengal, the drainage of this famous river, the Ganga. Then this name is also from G, that we call Ganga Sagar. Ganga Sagar. So Ganga Sagar is source of the Ganga or mouth of the Ganga? Mouth of the Ganga. And Gangotri is what? A glacier that is the source of the Ganga. But even Ganga is so important that we exactly, suppose it is a Gangotri glacier in Himalayan area, correct? We discussed already Great Himalaya, the Gangotri. But exact which place where this glacier is melting? Entire area is Gangotri, but exact place Gaumukh. Which is exact place? Gaumukh. That's why we say that Ganga origin from Gaumukh to Ganga Sagar. Gaumukh to Ganga Sagar. Then the journey of the Ganga, Gaumukh to Ganga Sagar, total length of the Ganga, then entire, because this length is more. Suppose we count this length here, and Ganga has how much length in continuity till Bay of Bengal? 2525 kilometer. So Ganga is having how much length? 2525 kilometer. Gaumukh to Ganga Sagar, G to G. Ganga Sagar. Gaumukh to Ganga Sagar, 2525 kilometer. It is making Ganga which kind of river for India? Longest river of the India. Longest river of India, national river of the India, more important river for India. Longest river of India. But once you compare with Indus, because main length in Pakistan, then Indus length approximately 3000 kilometer. So Indus river outside has more length. So once you compare with Indus has more length, but within the India, which river is the longest river? The Ganga. So as far as Indian geography is concerned, the role of the Ganga is undeniable, very important river, this for agriculture, for navigation, for drinking water, for even we can say the kind of other activities like hydropower. And this river is even giving sustenance to many places, famous places of UP, Bihar. Can you count some places which are lying on the Ganga river? Suppose I say the river Ganga. For example, if I make one large diagram, then if I say the river Ganga, yes please, yes please. Correct. This channel, if I say Ganga, here we call by one name. Ganga is here called by one name, the Hooghly river. Which river? Hooghly river. Ganga in this part we call Hooghly, and in Bangladesh this part we call Padma. And Padma, Hooghly, these are the two channel, but these two channel very much part of the Ganga, but these are which kind of river? Tributaries of Ganga, we call distributaries of Ganga. Distributary. These are two channel actually, Ganga divided into two parts, but these are nothing but part of the Ganga. So these are the distributors of the Ganga, Hooghly and Padma. It means once we take the length of the any river, then we even count distributary length. Because in continuity we have to make a journey. So which part is having more length here? Padma part or Ganga part lengthwise? Hooghly part. That's why we count Ganga Gaumukh to Ganga Sagar. Padma has more water, this channel, but lengthwise Padma has lesser length than the Hooghly section. So the total length maximum in continuity here. And this river is also, you can say, having 2525 kilometers source to mouth. Mouth means because Padma joining directly with the Bay of Bengal, or Padma joining with Brahmaputra river here. Padma joining Brahmaputra river here. So the Hooghly part we count in total length here as a continuity. But Padma, a kind of river in which part? Bangladesh. Yes, please. Yes. Of course, why not? Suppose it is touching UP boundary here, one river, and another side is Bihar. So we have to accept it that is falling in Bihar as well, UP as well. So we can take the middle point, suppose. Mhm. Yes. Actually, again, I would say, suppose any river is here, the UP state here, and this state is which state? Bihar. But just imagine here that any river is passing through the Ganga river here. A Ganga river is passing here. It is river like this. And here, which state, for example? The Jharkhand state also. And suppose this river is passing through here, that the Bihar area, then finally suppose it has come to which area? The Jharkhand bound. So what we have to say, that this side, okay, which area this one? The Bihar area, and also you can say this side the UP area. So this river will be counted only in UP or Bihar or both? Both. So what is your question here? If any river is making the boundary, it means it is falling in only one state, both the states, even traveling 10 kilometer, even at the boundary, you can say. But river is, of course, a kind of flow, natural flow, generally used for making the boundary of the states. Earlier, if river has come, easy movement of the people across the river or difficult movement, difficult. So barrier this one. Then later on, cultural differences came up, and later on, political boundaries got drawn. Like between India and Nepal, which famous river dividing India and Nepal? Kali River. And also any other river, then many more rivers are there. Those are making the boundaries of many countries worldwide. Congo River making many countries boundaries, Amazon River and Yangtze River, even you can say many more other river within the India, within the state also. So we have to know that rivers are very important section to divide the country's boundaries, state boundaries later on. One of the, you can say, reason of the political delineation of political boundaries, the natural features like mountains, like rivers. तो आप देखेंगे मैक्सिमम एरियाज में या तो माउंटेन ने या हिल ने या रिवर ने अलग किया कंट्रीज को, स्टेट्स को, कल्चरल डिफरेंस बनाकर. सो इफ वी से हियर that in case Ganga river, we count here that Ganga river, one part is here, then this is the way the Ganga is flowing. This section, which section? Hooghly, and this section is which section? Padma. But in that journey, Ganga is moving like that. Then which places, can you tell me which places are there in this part here? Then this place, first place, which place? Gangotri, and which place exactly? So Gamuk, or which glacier here? Gangotri. Because main area is Gangotri, in that surrounding we are calling Gamuk. But then one place is there in that area. Then this area is famous as which famous town? Tehri. That is famous for which dam also? Tehri Dam, highest dam of the India. Then further south, then which famous place is there? Then Devrayag. Religious place, Devrayag. And then which place, of course, are for Rishikesh. And nearby Rishikesh, adjacent through Rishikesh, which area this one? Haridwar. Rishikesh, Haridwar, adjacent to each other. And then Ganga enters which state? UP. Main flow of the Ganga in the UP. And though many towns in the UP along that, because providing the fresh water, people settled there. Densely populated area, hundreds of towns would be there in the UP, but which is the famous city of large population. You all know the name, which name? Kanpur. And then where Ganga Yamuna joining also? Prayagraj. Then one more famous place, the Varanasi. Though other places also there beyond Varanasi, like the Chunar, or you can say the area like Ghazipur, etc. But once Ganga is entering Bihar area, then the most famous city, you all know which city? Patna. Within the Bihar also, number of cities, but Patna. Bhagalpur, of course, you can say, okay, Bhagalpur is also important one. Patna, Bhagalpur. So this way what we are learning, we are not learning river as well. We are learning side by side our cities, our towns, our famous places. Devriyag is famous town of Uttarakhand area. So indirectly we are learning India. And then we can come to further this side. And then we come to Jharkhand. In Jharkhand, one place you told Sahibganj. Sahibganj in which state? That is Jharkhand. And then very close to that in West Bengal, one place is there, Farakka. And Farakka has one relevance. Beyond Farakka, one channel become Padma, one channel become Hooghly. So river Ganga is bifurcating after reaching at which place? Farakka. Two channel, Padma and Hooghly. But once Ganga further from Farakka going to West Bengal, then here you all know which famous city here? Kolkata, Howrah, this region. And very close to Kolkata, one more place is there, Haldia. And finally, which place? Ganga Sagar. So, which famous places of the UP lying on the Ganga? Kanpur, Prayagraj, Varanasi. Which places of the Bihar? Patna and Bhagalpur. So, you can remember KPV, PB like that. Patna, Bhagalpur, Kanpur, Prayagraj, Varanasi. And this Kolkata, Haldia, Ganga Sagar, and Teri, Devriyag, Rishikesh. So I do suggest that you can make symbol also. So you have to remember this part also. Then that could be a good way, just like on Jhelum River, which city of the Kashmir Valley, Srinagar. So we have to know also this thing. Okay, the river is giving the sustainability or lifeline of which area these rivers are. So if Ganga had not been here, Kanpur would not have been there like this. This kind of city is not possible. Srinagar without Jhelum we can't think of the Srinagar status. So rivers are lifeline of these areas. Similarly for Delhi, which river is more important in this city? Yamuna. So the freshwater source, even not freshwater but river bringing sediments, making fertile land side by side. So these are the kind of places here on the Ganga. But you know very well that Ganga starts the journey from Uttarakhand. So little bit in the beginning, just like in the beginning of Indus, we had discussed which river joining with the Indus, Nubra, Shiok, Galwan, Hunza, Gilgit, Zaskar. These kind of names are there. So if we focus on this part as well, that in the beginning, which tributary joining with the Ganga in Uttarakhand? So tributaries in which area? First, in the beginning, how this river is getting formed. Then kind of tributaries in Uttarakhand area. In which state? In Uttarakhand. Tributaries of Ganga basin you can write down. Ganga basin means directly joining, even indirectly as well. Even indirectly. That is a good way. Then in Uttarakhand area, if I say that Ganga in the beginning, Ganga in the starting, also known by one more name, Bhagirathi. Bhagirathi is the, you can say, first name of the Ganga. Just like in our childhood we have different names. Then the same name, you can say the person would be same, but name could be different. So in Uttarakhand in the beginning, in Gaumukh area, or Gangotri area, or Tehri area, or Devriyag area, what is the name of the Ganga? Bhagirathi river. The first name of the Ganga, Bhagirathi. Bhagirathi river. So Ganga here called by which name? This section, Ganga is called by which name? Ganga is called by which name? Bhagirathi. Till which place? Till Devriyag. So till Devriyag, it is called as Bhagirathi. So we need not to say, okay, Bhagirathi is nothing but Ganga. The first part of the Ganga we call Bhagirathi. A mythological way, Raja Bhagirath, then Bhagirathi river. But which rivers afterwards you can say? One significant river joining with the Bhagirathi that we call Alaknanda river. Which river? Alaknanda river. Alaknanda river meets with Bhagirathi at one place. Which place? Devrayag. So Alaknanda river meets with Bhagirathi. Suppose it is the Bhagirathi section, one big river of course. And this river we call which name? This river we call Alaknanda. AL Alaknanda and BH which name? Bhagirathi. And Bhagirathi Alaknanda meeting at which place? Devrayag. But why this term Prayag has been given here? Because Prayag is Sanskrit word. So if Prayag term is given to you, you need to know that Prayag is nothing but meeting points of the river, Sangam of the rivers, confluence of the rivers. So that we call meet or confluence or Sangam, confluence of the river. For example, confluence of Bias and Satluj, which place in Punjab? Harike. So you have to think the previous knowledge also. Okay, are we able to connect one, two also rivers we have seen that where rivers joining in India, Bias Satluj joining at which place in Punjab? Harike. Where, which canal? Indira Gandhi Canal. And Alaknanda and Bhagirathi joining, then this confluence meeting point is called by which name? Prayag, but because of the kind of Uttarakhand, Devbhumi, it is called as the holy place, then Dev Prayag. So Prayag, or you can say Devrayag. So, and why this area we are calling Prayagraj? Because which two river joining here? Ganga and Yamuna. Yamuna is one of the longest river of the India. So Yamuna, Ganga, Prayagraj. Prayag may be king of Prayags. Then Devrayag. It means in India only one Prayag would be there, many Prayag could be there. Many Prayag. So in Uttarakhand, literally, rather than we say confluence, the Sanskrit word is very much used, Prayag. Devrayag, Nanda Prayag, Kan Prayag, Rudra Prayag, and also Vishnu Prayag. These kind of terms are given. But you know that Alaknanda is a famous river here, and this joint water then called by which name? Ganga. So after Alaknanda joining, name still remain Bhagirathi, or the name become Ganga. So Devrayag onwards it is called as Ganga. So change in the character of the river after joining with Alaknanda, then this river is called as Ganga name. So origin of the Ganga, source of the Ganga, of course, Gaumukh, Gangotri. But name Ganga is given after which place? Devrayag. And then if we say that with Alaknanda river, because Alaknanda, as I said, mighty river, this one, it is single river or many more rivers joining with Alaknanda? Even tributaries of Alaknanda also we can write down. Tributaries of Alaknanda. And these tributaries of Alaknanda, very famous tributary is here. And these tributaries, I think you know some name. For example, famous tributaries if you talk about here, then one tributary here, Dhauli Ganga. Which river? Dhauli Ganga. So we can consider many name in India because of the Ganga is so popular. There are many rivers having this tag Ganga. For example, Kishan Ganga, the tributary of which river? Jhelum. Yes, the last topic we discussed, Kishan Ganga project on Jhelum. Jhelum is a river, and of course the tributary of the Jhelum Kishan Ganga river on that Kishan Ganga project. So Dhauli Ganga, the tributary of Alaknanda, and Kishan Ganga is a tributary of Jhelum river. So Dhauli Ganga. But other than Dhauli Ganga, one more river is quite popular river we call Nandakini river. Which river? Nandakini. And one more river like Nandakini, which river? Mandakini. And one more river is there, Pinda river. Which river? Pinda river. These are the name of the rivers, tributaries of Alaknanda. Dhauli Ganga, Nandakini, Mandakini, Pinda. For example, if we are aware of, then this river is called by which name? D for Dhauli Ganga. N for which river? Nandakini. And this river P for Pinda river. And this river is which famous river between Alaknanda and Bhagirathi? M for Mandakini river. So Mandakini, Dhwali, Ganga, Nandakini and Pinda river joining first with Alaknanda, and then this entire water is meeting with the Bhagirathi at Devriyag. So ultimately, can we say Dhwali, Ganga, Nandakini, Mandakini, Pindar, the tributaries of course, Alaknanda, but part of the Ganga basin? Then, as far as these rivers are concerned, as these are meeting here, suppose this point, this point, this point, this point, these are what confluence of the river, meeting point of the river, Sangam of the river, even in Sanskrit what we call Priyag. So we have a name of Priyag here as well. For example, if we say that in case it is Alaknanda river, suppose, which river? Alaknanda river. Suppose I write down Alaknanda. Then which river is this one here, the kind of river here? Which river this one? Suppose I say. Suppose I modify the diagram, D for Dhwali Ganga. And which river this one? N for Nandakini. P for Pindar. And this river has come from here. Which river this one? The Mandakini. And finally, Alaknanda also, you can say, coming further southward, and Alaknanda finally meeting with which river here? The Bhagirathi or Ganga. But which places these are? These places are Priyag. For example, if I say the Dhwali Ganga, D for Dhwali Ganga, A for Alaknanda. When these two rivers joining this Priyag we call Vishnu Priyag. Beginning from this Priyag, Vishnu Priyag. Dhwali Ganga and this part. Then we can write down V for which one? Vishnu Priyag. Further southward, once Nandakini joining with Alaknanda, then this Priyag we call Nand Priyag. Which Priyag? Okay, Nand Priyag clear. No doubt, Nandakini, Nand Priyag, joining with Alaknanda. And then Pindar river also joining with Alaknanda. Pindar plus Alaknanda. Which Priyag this one? Karna Priyag. So Karna. Or P for Priyag. And then the Mandakini river joining with Alaknanda. Then we call Rudra Priyag. Which Priyag? Rudra Priyag. P for Priyag. And was Alaknanda and this river Bhagirathi joining with Priyag? Devriyag. So you can say N for Nand Priyag, then and K for Karna Priyag, R for Rudra Priyag, and D for Devriyag. So you can even think of that we have to know the state by state. First through mountain, peaks, glaciers, valleys, we try to know our states, and now through the river also we are trying to decode our states. So that is indirect learning and having the attachment with our areas. Okay, we can learn, but one way is also through the diagram and through proper names. And diagram or map is so powerful tool because it is giving us north, south, east, west direction, more logical in terms of the retaining the information. So if I say how many Priyag total in Uttarakhand? 5. Panch Priyag. So this Alaknanda is a common river in Panch Priyag. So Alaknanda is a common river. To make how many Priyag? Panch Priyag. So Panch Priyag mein other than Alaknanda, which rivers are there? The Dhwali Ganga, the Nandakini river, the Pindar river and Mandakini river, and finally which river? The Bhagirathi. So Panch Priyag. And these Panch Priyag north to south, if you arrange, then which Priyag, Panch Priyag, these are north to south. First Vishnu, then Nand Priyag, and then Karna Priyag, then Rudra Priyag, then the Dev Priyag. These are the places. So this part. But you know very well that in case I say that these rivers also coming out some glaciers. So one or two famous glaciers, suppose in the news, you can also write down. For example, the river Mandakini, because this river also remained in news in the past due to Kedarnath flood here. Mandakini river responsible for flood in the Kedarnath. then this famous river has origin from one glacier. अभी भी ग्लेशियर का नाम लिखा है, चौड़ा बारी ग्लेशियर. Which glacier? चौड़ा बारी ग्लेशियर. So मंदाकिनी has source which glacier? चौड़ा बारी glacier. चौड़ा बारी is what here? The glacier. And Pindar river is also coming from which glacier? Pindari glacier. Which glacier? Pindari glacier. So these two glaciers generally in the news, Chaudhabari, Pindari, other than Gangotri, Yamunotri. Got this point? Now we got the idea of these areas little bit. And if we say we make a bigger picture as well, because once the information is too much, then you can also try to isolate. Suppose we have taken this isolation, this diagram, but if we make it broader, because this region is also in the news a lot because of not only the Panchprayag, but also Char Dham Yatra project in surrounding area. Plus many dams we are building up, and that's why ecologically fragile area Himalaya is being disturbed. That is ecologically sensitive area, of course. And scholars are demanding to declare this area as eco-sensitive zone. And if this area we make it broader, then as news is much about this area, then which river is a common river here? Which river this one? Alaknanda, correct? A for Alaknanda. And this side, which famous river has come? From Gangotri or Gomukh and Teri, the Bhagirathi. And these two rivers joining at which place? Devrayag. Suppose we say with this color the town Devrayag. But also which river has joined here? This river is here. The first D for Dhauliganga, N for Nandakini, and P for Pindar. And between Bhagirathi and Alaknanda, which river this one? The Mandakini. Mandakini coming from which glacier? Chaudhabari. Pindari glacier. And this river is here. But this is Mandakini, correct? And here if I say which famous, you can say the Prayag here again. If I say which Prayag this one? Vishnu Prayag. This Prayag is Nanda Prayag. And this Prayag the Karna Prayag. And this Prayag the Rudra Prayag. And this Prayag the Prayag. So same diagram, if you make it in isolation, clear, then you can retain information for a long time. So it is better that, okay, once anything is very complex, make it the separate diagram, simple diagram. And if I say again that which place this one here, which place this one if I say, that is Gomukh, and also which glacier here? Gangotri. So this area is famous as Gangotri. And which famous river running parallel to this area also? Which river this one? Yamuna. Can you tell me Yamuna river, this river, that is going further this side? Yamuna river going in that way. And river Yamuna is coming from which area? Yamunotri. Yamunotri. And one more river, you can say the Mandakini river. Mandakini ke closer, yahin par, near Chaudhabari glacier, which place? This one, Kedarnath. Kedarnath. And also this river is which river? Alaknanda. In the beginning of Alaknanda, having origin in Satopant glacier, a glacier or bhi hai, and you can write down this glacier. Which glacier here? Alaknanda, Satopant glacier. Satopant glacier, एक lake भी है, Satopant glacier and Satopant lake. So Satopant glacier is feeding which river? Alaknanda. Satopant lake भी है इस area में. Satopant here. Satopant. So these names, and through diagram, okay, little bit idea we got. And if we say Satopant glacier, then here, which famous place is also there near Satopant? Badrinath. And you note very well that This together Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri, the Char Dham of Uttarakhand. Just like in India, famous Char Dham, north, south, east, west. Badrinath in the north, westward Dwarika, and eastward Puri, and south the Rameshwaram, the Pamban Island Rameshwaram, that is being connected to the mainland India through the new bridge. Old bridge के place पर नया bridge बनाया जा रहा है. Similarly, द्वारिका पर भी discussion चल रहा है. So UPSC can ask the question as in the news as well. But which kind of you can say road is also being building up here? Already roads were there, but new roads are in under construction. These are wider road, narrow road. These are the wider roads, and this area is Himalayan belt, and of course in that area fragile ecology. Then one road we are building up Char Dham Yatra project. So this area basically also in the news due to which project? Char Dham Yatra project, which remained in controversy also, but this is also very significant project of Uttarakhand by the government of India or central government under Bharat Mala project, Char Dham Yatra project. So Char Dham Yatra project means wider road connecting these part, wider roads. But wider roads may trigger the landslide, and wider roads even demand the smooth traffic. Sometimes we make the tunnel also if any hurdle is coming up. Then tunnel may collapse like Silkyara tunnel near Yamunotri and Gangotri के बीच में Silkyara tunnel collapse कर गई थी last year in the news. So Char Dham Yatra project, the wider roads connecting these dham. But how UPSC can also ask the question, east to west of these Char Dham arrange. So how you can arrange east to west or west to east to west? First Badrinath, then Kedarnath, then Gangotri, then Yamunotri. So we have to also know sequence. First Badrinath will be there, then the Kedarnath, then the Gangotri, then the Yamunotri. That will be more significant, you can say. So Char Dham Yatra project may first Badrinath, then we can come to Kedarnath, then we can have the Gangotri and then Yamunotri. Char Dham Yatra project, wider roads. And between Yamunotri and Gangotri, recently one tunnel was in the news. Which tunnel? That got collapsed. Then one tunnel got collapsed here, Silkyara tunnel. Collapse. It is sign that something wrong in the ecology of this area, sensitive zone, and we make the biggest structure than this. In 2023, in the end of 2023, Silkyara tunnel. Laborers got trapped here, and media has highlighted this particular event a lot. Every day in the news, front page news. But it is indication that one significant project going on, Char Dham Yatra project is still to make the wider roads. But this area, despite this fact, it is ecologically fragile. Then why this project is also being completed? Then one ground is also there in Supreme Court that this area, Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath, Badrinath, if we go further northward, then that is even beyond Great Himalaya also, then which boundary this one? The Chinese boundary. And China is having which area control? Tibet. So that is Tibet region. And you know it very well that India is considering that with China some adversity, some issues are going on. That's why we have to protect our area as well. So one ground also has been given by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, by Ministry of Defence as well, that these roads are very significant roads for Indian Army as well. So Supreme Court has allowed this project on which purpose, or which reason? Defence purpose, strategic purpose. Okay, it is important for the security of the country. Then this wider road permission. Without EIA, this project then by dividing section by section or diluting the EIA norms. But of course, despite all those, we have to even consider whatever best technology we can do, we have to do because if collapsing of tunnels, then it will be also meaningless because ultimately it will take time again to building of the new tunnel. So purpose will be defeated here. So Char Dham Yatra project must be having more sustainability still. So this part remained in news. But here more tourists are reaching a lot because Panch Prayag also there. The Prayag to Rudra Prayag to Kan Prayag to Nand Prayag to Vishnu Prayag, south to north. Plus also other significant religious places also there. Like in that area, near Badrinath, if you just go to this side, one more place is also there, Hemkund Sahib. Which place? Hemkund Sahib. The Sikh pilgrimage, famous place in Uttarakhand area, Hemkund Sahib, near Badrinath. Also, we have one famous, you can say the zone also that we call this zone near Dhauli Ganga area in this basin, south of Dhauli Ganga just, and which famous this area, Nanda Devi. So Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve as a whole, national park is also there, forested area of the higher reaches of the mountain. Even we call this area by which name Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve. So if someone is not interested in the religion part, then they can go for the natural beauty also. So Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve, this zone. So people are going in that area a lot. Hemkund Sahib area, Panchprayag area, Char Dham area, and also the famous national park and biosphere reserve for wildlife, flora, fauna, rich biodiversity, Nanda Devi zone. And plus, you can say, in that area we are building the dam also, big dams. For example, one dam in Dhauli Ganga river in the news. And this is, you can say, Tapovan Dam. Which dam? Tapovan Dam. Tapovan Vishnu Ghat, one full name, but Tapovan Dam also you can write down. This dam got partially damaged in 2021 by massive flood, led by avalanches, led by cloud burst, and also the heavy rainfall, landslide altogether. Suddenly, the massive loss to the infrastructure of this area. So Tapovan Dam collapsed. So which dam got collapsed also, other than Silkyara Tunnel? Tapovan Dam, fully or partially? Partial damage. Under construction, tunnel also of this dam got affected and large area. Tapovan Dam partially got damaged. So UPSC asked this question in your mains examination. Discuss the dam safety issue or dam collapsing issues of the Himalayan zone. So which two region I told you dam collapsing partially or fully? Tapovan Dam, and also I discussed in Sikkim. Sikkim में Teesta Dam I even discussed. But as far as tunnel collapsing, then Char Dham Yatra project की Silkyara tunnel between which two places? Yamunotri and Gangotri, and also you can say the Tapovan Dam की भी एक tunnel थी वो भी collapse हो गई थी. And which year this thing happened? 2021. And this also remained in news a lot that time, Tapovan Dam. And 2023 also, while doing construction, one more area in the news also, just south of the Vishnu Prayag, this place is a kind of place, Joshimath. Which place? Joshimath. Just south of that, very close to that, we have which place? Joshimath. Joshimath also last year remained in news due to sinking. Many buildings got cracked, many hotels, many houses, and land sinking took place, creating the panic in the people of the Himalaya. So much load beyond the carrying capacity. The Joshimath location is very near to which areas? South of Tapovan Dam and Vishnu Prayag. So you can say this entire region, Alaknanda Basin, a part of the Ganga Basin, is quite sensitive area. So UPSC can ask also the places here, Joshimath and Badrinath and Kedarnath, plus Panchprayag, and also the places like Hemkund Sahib, and also National Park and Biosphere Reserve Nanda Devi. So Joshimath is this location. You can draw the map also. It is map work of the India, sensitive areas. So it is. Yeah. Yes, please. Actually, of course, the committee got set up on this part, Joshimath land sinking. Earlier it was being blamed that Tapovan Dam was being constructed, tunnel construction, fragile rocks here, and these rocks are, of course, once we make the tunnel, then water can also be affected, groundwater. And then if groundwater has been evacuated, then land can sink. Even it has been also mentioned that loose sediments in that region. And these sediments, if we put up more pressure of big structure, then this land will subside or sink due to the loose sediments in that area. So we can say many human activities beyond the carrying capacity of this region on the name of tourism, and also many more impact like we are making big dams is behind that. But this committee recently the report came up. In that report, they deny the role of the Tapovan Dam in Joshimath sinking, but they accepted some human activities like deforestation, loose sediments, etc. were mainly behind these cracks. It means we are breaching the carrying capacity, no doubt. So tourism, you can blame, of course, increasing tourism. But you can write down in mild language, despite this committee didn't mention the name of Tapovan Dam, okay, big dam also must be avoided, and some small dams we have to promote in that area. Nothing wrong in mild language, you give your perspective. So we should not be so much, you can say, rigid in our approach that we can't write, we can't criticize. But our criticism should be very mild tone. So that could be a way out. Okay, we have to give the full perspective, but whichever accepted by the government or government reports, we have to mention more. But of course, this entire area, ecologically fragile area or normal area? Fragile. Bhagirathi zone, Alaknanda zone, this entire area. More road, etc. Even near this area, the which area? Karnaprayag. Karnaprayag area mein, this area also recently in the news of which track? Railway track construction. Railway project is also big project in Himalayan zone, railway track construction in Karnaprayag region. तो कर्णप्रयाग रीजन में एक रेलवे ट्रैक कंस्ट्रक्शन भी चल रहा है आजकल, तो उसको भी न्यूज़ में अक्सर रखते हैं. नियर कर्णप्रयाग से लेकर ऋषिकेश तक रेलवे ट्रैक बनाया जा रहा है. ये यहाँ पे ऋषिकेश है आफ्टर देवप्रयाग, एंड देन द रेलवे कंस्ट्रक्शन बिटवीन ऋषिकेश एंड कर्णप्रयाग. So one side demand of the infrastructure development, another side the fragile ecology. So it is about the Alaknanda basin and also the Bhagirathi, and together it is nothing but Ganga basin, correct? So it is about the mapping part you can do. So I will advise east to west or west to east of the Char Dham, or north to south or south to north the Panchprayag, and which famous projects are also coming up in this area. For example, on Bhagirathi river, which dam? The Tehri Dam, highest dam of the India. अभी भी इस एरिया में और भी डैम बनाए जा रहे हैं. तो भागीरथी, अलकनंदा, द two key rivers in that area. So it is about this part. एक रिवर का और भी नाम आता है, नंदा देवी जोन में एक रिवर है, ऋषि गंगा रिवर. विच रिवर? ऋषि गंगा रिवर. So one river is also there in that zone, that is the Nanda Devi National Park या बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व में ऋषि गंगा रिवर. And this river is ऋषि गंगा. And ऋषि गंगा रिवर पे एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया जा रहा था इस जोन में, ऋषि गंगा डैम. It also got collapsed completely. A small dam it was, and it was collapsed. In year which year? Same flood. 2021 flood. Massive flood. These two projects got damaged. Tapovan partially got damaged. Rishi Ganga completely got collapsed. तो यूपीएससी ने क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया था. Give two example. Last in mains examination of dam collapsing. So UPSC is so particular that earlier we thought that this information they would ask in preliminary exam, but once they write down, they discuss the two example of dam collapsing. तो सिक्किम वाला डैम तो अभी collapse हुआ है, पर वो क्वेश्चन पहले आ गया था. तो यूपीएससी को पता है कौन सा एरिया न्यूज़ में आने वाला है. तो ये डैम्स वगैरह के चांस हैं कॉलेप्स होने के. तो विच अनदर डैम गॉट कॉलेप्स अदर देन तपोवन डैम पार्शियली डैमेज? ऋषि गंगा is one river passing through which area? Rishi Ganga is the river of Nanda Devi. UPSC can ask this question also, that which river is passing through Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve or Nanda Devi National Park? Rishi Ganga river. Rishi Ganga is a tributary of which river? Dhauli Ganga. And Dhauli Ganga is a tributary of Alaknanda. Alaknanda is a tributary of the Ganga. So just say the connectivity, river to river to river to river. So nature is building up a kind of connectivity. All are contributing each other, small to big river, big to bigger river, bigger to biggest river of that area. So Ganga also. So it is about, in the beginning, the Ganga basin. We got the idea through the map and diagram and current affairs also of that area. Generally ये न्यूज़ पे रहते हैं ये एरिया. आफ्टर दिस पार्ट ऑफ कोर्स और भी प्लेसेस होंगे इस रीजन के अंदर. केदारनाथ के साउथ में गौरी कुंड है, बद्रीनाथ के साउथ में हनुमान चट्टी है, दिस प्लेसेस. एंड ऑल्सो यहाँ पे रोप वे प्रोजेक्ट भी चलाया जा रहा है. रोप वे एक एरिया दूसरे एरिया जोड़ने वाला. बट धीरे धीरे आपको आइडिया हो जाएगा. What I will advise that we have to take the interests of basic areas and gradually you have to update your notes as well, and you have to do yourself also the updation in the notes part. क्योंकि जर्नी के साथ साथ अगर कुछ नई इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलती है, it must be our responsibility as well by interest also. ओके चलिए जब कर रहे हैं कंप्लीट कर लें, थोड़ा और ऐड कर लें इसके अंदर, इससे और ईजी हो जाएगा. For mains point of view, if any example is needed, or prelim point of view, direct questions are coming up, then okay, why not? Okay, after this topic, if I say that in the beginning through the river Bhagirathi and Alaknanda, we got the idea of the famous places of Uttarakhand with their dams and also some issues which are coming up in the recent times. But you note very well that one more river I mentioned in tributary, which river? So major tributaries, if I say, then Alaknanda is major tributary or Yamuna is major tributary? The major tributaries of the Ganga, the Yamuna river, of course. So you can write down Yamuna. But Yamuna is more westward, eastward of the Ganga. Westward. और राइट हैंड साइड से आके मिलती है गंगा से. एंड यमुना की थोड़ा ईस्ट में गंगा है और गंगा के ईस्ट में अलकनंदा है ऑफ कोर्स. देन विच अदर रिवर इज ऑल्सो देयर फर्दर ईस्टवर्ड देन अदर देन यमुना. एंड वन मोर रिवर वी हैव डिस्कस अलकनंदा ऑलरेडी. बट यमुना वेस्टवर्ड, अलकनंदा ईस्टवर्ड, करेक्ट, of the Ganga. Are you getting this point? So Yamuna and then Ganga, then Alaknanda. But Bhagirathi and Ganga both are same, so we have to say. Okay. And then further eastward, one more river you can write down. Which river? Ram Ganga. And further eastward, one more river is there that we call which river? The Gomti river, correct. And one more river from G, Ghagra. And one more river from another G, Gandak river. And one small river near Gandak earlier, even these two rivers, Budhi Gandak, nearby each other, Budhi Gandak. And one river I am sure you know, Kosi river. And last important river of this Mahananda. But this journey, which journey we are discussing? West to east. Similarly, we done the same thing in Indus also. Westward Indus first, then the Jhelum, further eastward the Chenab, further eastward the Ravi, then further eastward the Biyad, then the Satluj. IJCRBS, west to east journey. Similarly, west to east journey in many rivers, Yamuna, Alaknanda, Ram Ganga, Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak, and Bodhi Gandak, Kosi, Mahananda. For example, if I say it is river Ganga, correct? Having many more places. Then which river is running parallel to Ganga here? You can say. Which river this one? Yamuna. And which river this one? Alaknanda. Which river this one? Ram Ganga. Which river this one? Gomti. Which river this one? Ghagra. Which river this one? Gandak. Which river this one? The Bodhi Gandak. Which river this one? The Kosi river. And which river this one? Mahananda. You can make symbol. Y for Yamuna, A for Alaknanda, R for Ram Ganga, and G for Gomti, G for Ghagra, G for Gandak, 3G. So this B for Bodhi Gandak, K for Kosi, M for Mahananda. YAR, triple J, BKM, IJCRBS for Indus Basin, and SG also for Indus Basin. So these kind of symbols you can utilize. Purpose is to retain the information, and we have to revise, keep on revising in the beginning. In the beginning, revision is very key thing. Later on, it will be your part. Without any efforts, you will be having interest automatically. Initially, some efforts. Later on, once you get the confidence, in that confidence, you remember many times easily. चलते चलते याद करते रहेंगे. And then we feel one confidence, okay, one big area we have decoded. Because it is not easy to learn the rivers. Yes, please. Mahananda meets in Bangladesh, where Ganga is known by which name? Padma. तो महानंदा का मीटिंग पॉइंट इंडिया में है, बांग्लादेश में है, बट ओरिजिन इसका इंडिया में है. तो महानंदा रिवर ईस्टर्न मोस्ट ट्रिब्यूटरी, वेस्टर्न मोस्ट ट्रिब्यूटरी? ईस्टर्न मोस्ट मेजर ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ द गंगा, एंड यमुना इज वेस्टर्न मोस्ट. So yes. Actually, if we write down that here, it is important to note down कि अगर कभी भी आपको लिखना है मेजर ट्रिब्यूटरीज, तो हम लोगों ने क्या लिखना शुरू किया था पास से भी, अगर रिकॉल करें आप, गंगा बेसिन हमेशा. तो हम एक्चुअली इतने ज़्यादा जोश में आके नहीं पूछना कि हमें प्रूव करना ही है आज अपना पॉइंट. हाँ, इसमें ऐसा रखिए कि इसको अलग तरह सोचिए कि अगर मैंने कहा कि गंगा बेसिन का पार्ट है, करेक्ट है या इनकरेक्ट? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल करेक्ट है ना? ओके. अब डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज में हम क्या मानते हैं कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज को रिवर के साथ ही मान लिया जाता है. तो अगर पद्मा को हम मान लें गंगा ही है डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज, जैसे हुगली को हमने मान लिया गंगा सागर, दैट्स व्हाई वी सेड गंगा इज गौमुख टू गंगा सागर. तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरी को अगर रिवर का पार्ट मानते हैं तो महानंदा इज ए ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ द गंगा एज वेल. तो महानंदा को माना गया है ट्रिब्यूटरी. ठीक है. तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरीज में अगर कोई रिवर आके ऐड कर रही है तब भी उस रिवर का पार्ट ही माना जाएगा, क्योंकि उस रिवर के पार्ट ही निकले हैं वो. तो नाम अलग हो गए कि ये हुगली हो गया, ये पद्मा. तो जहाँ तक ये बात है कि इसे गंगा बेसिन का पार्ट भी माना जाएगा, एंड वी कैन ऑल्सो से महानंदा इज ऑल्सो ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ द गंगा एज वेल. But Ganga से some river joining from peninsular India also. Which river? Which river this one? For example, I told you one river is coming from Amarkantak area. Which river this one? The Son. So Son river, Amarkantak. But this river, how different than other river? It is peninsular rivers. Son river. Though it is also a long river, Son river, coming from Madhya Pradesh, Amarkantak area. And one more river, yesterday someone asked also, which river this one? Also the Damodar river. Damodar, हुगली में आके मिल गई, इसको मान लीजिए आप, दामोदर रिवर. बट अगर यूपीएससी क्वेश्चन पूछती है कि महानंदा इज ज्वाइनिंग विद द डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरी ऑफ द गंगा पद्मा, दैट इज करेक्ट ऑप्शन, इनकरेक्ट ऑप्शन? इट इज ऑफ कोर्स करेक्ट, बिकॉज पद्मा इज नथिंग बट ए पार्ट ऑफ द गंगा, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर ऑफ द गंगा. एंड दामोदर ज्वाइनिंग एट विच प्लेस फ्रॉम द गंगा? Where Ganga is called by which name? Hooghly river. And it means some peninsular river also contributing like Son and Damodar. So Son and Damodar, the river we have to discuss separately. Son and Damodar. Which kind of river these are? Peninsular rivers. Peninsular river. तो बहुत टेक्निकल नहीं बनाना अपने आप को कि बस स्कॉलर से भिड़ जाएं कि वो डिस्प्यूट है उनमें, आपस में डिबेट है स्कॉलर्स के बीच में, वो कैसे इसको हैंडल करते हैं, वहाँ तक हमें नहीं जानना. हमारा पर्पज़ है प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग. पेनिनसुलर रिवर. एंड देन इफ वी डिस्कस फ्रॉम हियर ऑनवर्ड्स, then okay, these are the famous rivers here in the which basin? The Ganga basin. This diagram will be very useful diagram. Though diagram also given, for example, इस तरह diagram भी आपके दिए हुए हैं. एटलस में just try to see the Ganga basin. तो ऐसा लगता है एटलस में गंगा बेसिन. एंड ये तो गंगा क्लियर हो जाएगा, देखिए आपको दिस पार्ट. बट एज फार एज ब्रह्मपुत्र ये वाला और ये गंगा की, देखिए गंगा बेसिन ऐसे दिखाया जाता है, पता नहीं चलता कौन सी रिवर कहाँ पर है. हाँ, तो एक थिक लाइन बनाइए हमेशा. एंड डबल लाइन करके, ट्रिपल लाइन, डिफरेंट कलर भी यूज़ करिए आप. यस प्लीज़. वेस्टर्न ट्रिब्यूटरी मत कहिए उसको, बल्कि क्या कहेंगे, ईस्टर्न, ईस्टर्न साइड, बिकॉज इट इज़ वेस्ट बंगाल साइड. बट यू हैव टू से कि दामोदर रिवर इज ऑल्सो विच काइंड ऑफ रिवर, पेनिनसुलर रिवर. एंड इफ आई से that one term also we use, which term we use, right and left hand tributary. Which tributary? Right hand, the left hand tributary. So if I say Yamuna river, which kind of tributary? Right hand. And Son and Damodar also, which kind of tributaries? Right hand. Right hand tributaries. R for right, H for hand. राइट से आके मिल रही है ये, बट ये ट्रिब्यूटरीज बाकी कैसी हैं? लेफ्ट हैंड. वो जो लेफ्ट हैंड से आके मिलती हैं लेफ्ट हैंड, राइट हैंड से आके मिलती हैं राइट हैंड. So that is also one of the way to say. But already Alaknanda we discussed. Alaknanda also has some tributaries like which river? Dholi Ganga, Nandakini, Pindar and मंदाकिनी. एंड धौली गंगा भी ट्रिब्यूटरी है नंदा देवी बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व में, ऋषि गंगा जो न्यूज़ में था अभी. तो ऐसे. बट ये क्या 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 ऐसे कैसे एरिया हो जाएंगे ये स्मॉल स्मॉल एरिया को अगर आप चूज़ करें तो? ये व्हाट यू विल कॉल रिवर बेसिन और वाटर शेड? वाटर शेड यू मे कॉल ऑल्सो. वाटर शेड ऑफ द this side, the Dholi Ganga watershed here, in which we have Rishi Ganga and surrounding area. Watershed is smaller size, you can say, that is generally occupying one district or within the district, one village, etc. Micro size. Yes, please. Varuna River, not Varuna River. Varuna River that is in Varanasi. Name Varanasi is given for Varuna and Asi river, वरुणा अस्सी. बट ये लगभग गायब हो गई है रिवर. अब इनको रिवाइवल पैकेज दिया जा रहा है, रिवाइवल करने का. तो बहुत सी नदियाँ सूख भी हैं समय के साथ साथ. तो वन स्मॉल रिवर वी आर गंगा के फ्लो पर ये एक छोटी छोटी रिवर्स भी हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू जस्ट मेंशन विच रिवर इज ऑल्सो देयर, सपोज वरुणा रिवर, एंड वन मोर रिवर वरुणा एंड अस्सी, अस्सी घाट. एंड वरुणा अस्सी इसका कनेक्शन किस सिटी से है? वाराणसी. वाराणसी नेम ऑल्सो गिवन ड्यू टू वरुणा एंड अस्सी रिवर. तो वरुणा रिवर, अस्सी रिवर, अब ये किस तरह की रिवर ये फ्लो है? ये लगभग ये कैसा हो चुका है? ड्राई. ये जोन ड्राई बन चुका है बस, वरुणा अस्सी. तो वरुणा रिवर के रिवाइवल पैकेज की बात चल रही है. तो वाराणसी सिटी में ये कुछ रिवर जो लगभग ड्राई हो गई, वरुणा एंड अस्सी रिवर, या ड्रेन के रूप में अब हो गई हैं. लगभग ड्रेन बन गई, नाला बन गई हैं. इतना पॉल्यूशन हो गया इस पर. हाईली पॉल्यूटेड एरिया, ऑलमोस्ट ड्रेन लाइक. सो दिस इज द पार्ट हियर. So many more river could also be there, Karmanasha river and many more names also in between. So we need not to accept that only these are the river, but what we have to write down? Major one. It means many minor one could also be there, like Varuna, like Ashi, like Karmanasha river and also Toons river or Tamsa that we call. तो नंबर इतने नेम आएंगे गंगा के साथ में, बट यमुना की ट्रिब्यूटरीज भी होंगे एंड सोन की ट्रिब्यूटरीज भी होंगे and many more rivers always having their tributaries. But one by one, if we focus first, then which river we have to focus first? The Yamuna. Yamuna river of the India. Yamuna river. Then Yamuna is one of the most important river of the India. Ganga is of course the most famous river. Yamuna is also one of the most famous. And of course, big cities of the India also lying on Yamuna. We are aware of Delhi, this city. But Yamuna river also lengthwise, fourth longest river of the India. Lengthwise. So some idea of the big river within the India. For example, which river is the number one within the India? Ganga is the longest. And also within the India, Godavari is second longest. And Krishna river of south also lengthwise third longest, and Yamuna is fourth longest. Can you tell me fifth river? Any one of you? The Narmada. So these are lengthwise. Basin wise, which basin number one? Ganga basin, then Indus basin as per government document. कुछ बुक्स में गोदावरी दे दिया है, बट गोदावरी से बड़ा है इंडस बेसिन. थर्ड इज गोदावरी, फोर्थ इज कृष्णा. सो लेंथ वाइज इट इज द काइंड ऑफ थिंग. और अगर वॉल्यूम की बात करेंगे तो किस रिवर को हम नंबर वन पे रखेंगे? ब्रह्मपुत्र रिवर. सो दिस आइडिया ऑल्सो वी कैन कीप. एंड यमुना इज ऑफ कोर्स ए पार्ट ऑफ द गंगा बेसिन बीइंग ट्रिब्यूटरी. But lengthwise, if we count separate status also, then it is the fourth longest in India in terms of the length river. But Yamuna River, if you check here, Yamuna River is in the map here. Suppose if we say, which state this one? Uttarakhand here, and then the UP. And Yamuna River is west of the Ganga. And this river first here. And this river is going in that way. Haryana also, touching Himachal as well. This side Uttarakhand, Himachal joining. And it is then coming to UP and the city Delhi and also remaining part of the UP here and joining at which place in with Ganga, Prayagraj. So this side Ganga is coming. And then this river is joining with the Ganga here. Ganga parallel to that. So running parallel to Ganga and finally this water of the Ganga, then Yamuna joining with Ganga Prayagraj. It is said that Yamuna has more length at Prayagraj than the Ganga. Even mythologically Ganga is so important that which perspective has been taken in larger way. The Ganga is important river because Ganga is also getting the water from many more rivers later on. Also importance of the Ganga is more than the Yamuna in India. But of course, if after Ganga any river is more important in the Ganga basin, it is which river? Yamuna river. Ganga, Yamuna, that's why all just we speak Ganga, Yamuna automatically will come out. कुछ river pairs में होती हैं, गंगा यमुना, नर्मदा तापी, गोदावरी कृष्णा, अपने आप सेकंड नेम आएगा. ऐसी गंगा यमुना. So Yamuna is important river, but which state Yamuna passing through? First, which state? Uttarakhand, like Ganga, Yamunotri area. Then also it is passing through Himachal also, little bit. Paonta Sahib, Himachal Pradesh. Then it is also entering Haryana, Yamuna Nagar district or Yamuna Nagar region of Haryana. And also Panipat area of the Haryana. And many more places in Haryana. A famous river of the Haryana, Yamuna river. And then this river is also one side UP, one side Haryana. And also which famous city also? Delhi and UP. But in that journey, it is having which other places of the, you can say here, which places of the Haryana this one? Suppose in Haryana, which places are there? Yamuna Nagar. So Yamuna Nagar, a place in which state? Haryana. Near Himachal, of course, but another historical place, which place near Delhi? Panipat. One question UPSC asked in the past, why many battles on Panipat in Panipat? Then, of course, being the river side, it is mountain area, plain area of the Haryana, plain area. And battleground generally selected on plain area. Plus, the water availability. Plus, even, proximity to Delhi. And any ruler would try to have the war at home or slightly away from the home. But too much away or very close to home. What is the advantage? If any problem will come up, then army supply further to that place. So UPSC asked one question in the history, but it was the question of the geography as well. To give the reasons account for the Panipat battle. So geography was behind this question. So UPSC mixing geography and history. UPSC mixing geography with economics, geography with culture, geography with political part, dispute, etc. So we have to say कि in one answer when you write down, we have to also try to think any geographical dimension, either map or diagram or climate change perspective can we give or any other topic. So Yamuna river is a very important river for many places of the Haryana like Yamuna Nagar, Panipat. But this river is, of course, Delhi and UP. Which places of the UP also famous one? Just after Delhi, which place? The Mathura, on the bank of the river Yamuna, and also the place of Taj Mahal, the Agra, Mathura, Agra. So Mathura, Agra, the most famous on the Yamuna bank in UP, and Yamunanagar in Panipat in Haryana, and Delhi, of course, on this river. उत्तराखंड में यमुनोत्री तो है ही, बट यूपीएससी ने क्वेश्चन प्रीलिम में भी पूछा कि यमुना रिवर हैज ओरिजिन और सोर्स विच ग्लेशियर? Yamunotri glacier. We all are aware of, okay, glacier Yamunotri here. But glacier is standing on mountain. Suppose it is a mountain. And here which glacier? The Yamunotri. Which mountain area this one? Great Himalaya. Because Great Himalaya is famous for glacier other than Lesser Himalaya and Shivalik. Gangotri, Yamunotri, Chaudhabari, these are the name of the glacier in Great Himalaya, of course. But this glacier is standing on mountain here. Mythologically, this mountain, Great Himalaya, here also called by one more name. And UPSC asked this question. This area is also known by Bandar Poonch area. Which mountain? Bandar Poonch. So mountain here known as Bandar Poonch. So rather than Yamunotri glacier, UPSC asked the question. UPSC asked which mountain? Bandar Poonch, Yamuna. The Bandar Poonch is name of Great Himalaya in this region, where this glacier is standing or sitting here, Yamunotri glacier. It is Yamunotri glacier, mountain name is Bandar Poonch mountain. So if question comes, Yamuna has source in Bandar Poonch area, correct or incorrect? Correct. From which glacier of Bandar Poonch or Great Himalaya? Yes, the Bandar Poonch mountain, a part of which Himalaya? Great Himalaya. So river Yamuna. And if we even now discuss here that okay, the Yamuna flow like that, but which place, if I say again here, Yamunotri or Bandar Poonch, and which place in you can say Haryana, this place near Himachal, the Y for Yamuna Nagar, and also near Delhi, which place is here? The Panipat, and here of course which city? Delhi, and also which city here? The Mathura and Agra. And which place this one? Finally, Prayagraj. That is the journey of the Yamuna. So Yamuna is river of the four state and one union territory, Delhi. Of course. But why Yamuna is important to us? Any reason through Yamuna, any important thing? Whenever Yamuna name comes in your mind, other than famous river passing through many important places here, like Delhi, Mathura, Agra, which other thing in your mind? Yamuna river is also notorious or other having this infamous tag, most polluting river of the India, one of the most polluting river. लगभग यमुना रिवर दिल्ली में आकर तो इसका कैरेक्टर ही चेंज हो जाता है, हाँ यमुना का. यमुना दिल्ली से पहले रिवर लगती है, दिल्ली से गुजरने के बाद सीवर लगती है. रिवर टू सीवर जर्नी वी कॉल. One of the most polluting river. So much pollution of the Delhi every day. Polluting river. So whenever river pollution you have to discuss, then which example you have to give also? Yamuna river, one of the most polluting river of India. Worldwide also you can say, no doubt. Of course, worldwide our rivers, because of more population India is having, so large chunk of pollutants reaching to our rivers. So polluting rivers, you can say, of course, India worldwide. And another part of the Yamuna is also there. That Yamuna is also having the kind of water Yamuna is carrying enough for people demand, or still water crisis going on, water crisis. So this river is also generally we say not having enough water. So Yamuna river के बारे में क्या आता है कि generally this area having more water surplus or water crisis? Water crisis. Haryana area facing the water crisis, Delhi area facing the water crisis. What is the reason of water crisis? Less water or more demand of the water? More demand, excessive demand, sizable population. Water crisis, high demand of water. Demand is more than the supply. And high demand, you know, mainly by which reason? Population, overpopulation in that region. So water crisis is one also, you can see the part here. If water crisis will be there, anything that is in less amount than peaceful area or disputed area, disputed. Disputes are result of the crisis or deprivation. Any society having more deprivation bound to have more disputes. So dispute also on this area. Actually, crisis is the genesis of the dispute. क्राइसिस होगा तो डिस्प्यूट भी होंगे. अफ्रीकन एरिया हैज़ मेनी क्राइसिस, दैट्स वाई मोर डिस्प्यूट इन द अफ्रीका. So disputes, and one dispute is also here, Punjab Haryana dispute. Punjab is also involved here, though Punjab this river is not flowing still, and this dispute is between Punjab and Haryana. And this dispute we also call Satluj Yamuna dispute or Satluj Yamuna link canal dispute. Link canal dispute, or we say SYL dispute. Which dispute? SYL dispute. SYL canal dispute. काफ़ी न्यूज़ में रहता है ये, करंट अफेयर में बार बार आता है. So I will advise that you have to take as a case study the Yamuna river, and through this case study we can learn water crisis or drought or rivers are drying up due to more demand than the supply. And also we can discuss which aspect as well, river pollution. And some relationship is also there, less water and the pollution. Which rivers experience more pollution? Which river have more water, less water? Less water. In less water में गंदगी साफ दिखाई पड़ती है. So we have to know that pollution is also the outcome of the water crisis. If lesser the water, then more concentration of the pollution in the same river. But I will first discuss the water crisis. So if I say, which dispute of Yamuna also too much in the news? SYL dispute. SYL is what? Canal. A canal construction which created the dispute between which two states here? Between Punjab and Haryana. In North India, if one important dispute between the state, it is also the SYL dispute between Punjab and Haryana. And earlier, once population was less, demand of water was less, of course, then this problem was not there. But gradually, population got increased, and because of the population, demand of the food, and demand of the food means rice wheat. And for rice wheat, more water. And more water then in that area, Punjab and Haryana, gradually water got decreased. But if I say that this SYL canal dispute, any historical background little bit, then you have to even go back to some 2 or 3 line on this part also. If you just start your introduction, one introduction could also be the historical perspective or background. To historical background of this dispute. For example, if I say that if 1 year we can assume 1966, it has been important year for Punjab and Haryana, especially Haryana, that in 1966 Haryana became the new state. In which state? Which year? A new state declaration in 1966. Earlier it was part of Punjab. Punjab was a big province. Himachal, Haryana remained the part of the Punjab. But gradually on the linguistic ground, Punjabi speaking population Punjab and Haryanavi or Hindi speaking area the Haryana. In 1960 this division took place, Haryana and Punjab. But as soon as Haryana got separated from the Punjab, then Haryana politicians, Haryana people also realized that kind of support it was getting from Punjab will not be as much, because now new state. Especially water is a state subject or water is the central subject. Water is state subject, irrigation department, plus many more departments in the state part. And Punjab has 3 rivers, Ravi, Beas, Satluj, eastern river. But Haryana got main river, which river? Yamuna river. So in terms of water availability, Punjab is more blessed then the Haryana. Three rivers, Ravi, Beas, Satluj, but in Haryana only one major river, which is river, the Yamuna river. Then it was the kind of pressure on the center also by the Haryana people. Okay, in future some problem can come up. So one agreement is required. And by center effort, Punjab got agreed upon, okay, more water in Punjab that time, 1970s and 60s. Then one agreement took place, though it took time, but finally which canal project got announced? SYL canal, Satluj Yamuna link canal will be there. But why not Ravi Yamuna canal? Why not Bias Yamuna canal? Satluj Yamuna canal because Satluj was closer to Yamuna. Suppose this side we have the Satluj river going to meet with the Indus through Punjab and Pakistan, Himachal, Punjab. So Himachal, then Punjab, which river this one? Satluj. And this side, which river is there to meet with the Ganga in UP via Haryana? Then Yamuna. Yamuna has which common state and Satluj, which common state is there? Himachal. So Satluj also passing through Himachal, Yamuna is also. But afterwards, Himachal to Punjab, Satluj river. And it is Himachal to Haryana, the Yamuna river. And this side of Punjab and this side of Haryana, these are closer. So it was decided, okay, one canal construction, Satluj ka extra water to Yamuna. Surplus water of the Satluj could be given to Yamuna by making which canal? SYL canal. So this project finally took time, and around 1980s, finally it was 1981 around the start of this canal. But as soon as this canal got started, same very time the issues of the water crisis started as well. Because which two crops are dominating in Punjab and Haryana? Rice and wheat. And rice demand less water, more water, more water. And as these two states became the fourth granary of the India, Punjab and Haryana region, including Western UP, then finally water was decreasing, and then this problem led to the even crisis of water, how to complete the canal. So Punjab gradually 1980s, late 1980s, denied, okay, Punjab is not in a position to give the surplus water. Otherwise, agriculture would be badly affected in Punjab. Farmer of the Punjab will not be happy with this canal. But Punjab got convinced by center, but many more issues later on. Finally, in 2004, this Punjab Assembly has given the termination agreement. Punjab in State Assembly went for termination of this project, termination of this agreement in the State Assembly. Then, of course, if outrightly any state through the Legislative Assembly will terminate, then this will be the matter of the kind of crisis as well. Supreme Court also got involved. Haryana approached the Supreme Court, center both. Center also pursued. Supreme Court also gave the direction. But till now, Punjab was unable to complete this canal. And this crisis, especially or dispute is especially bigger one in which years? Once more water or less water that particular year? Less water by lesser rain. So time to time this problem erupts, especially in the dry season time. Satluj Jamuna link canal issue. So what is your take here? It is of course Punjab responsible or Haryana responsible or situations which are result of the demand. So water crisis in India largely because of the supply side or demand side. It is fourth longest river. It is perennial river, Yamuna river. And rather than supply, it is demand. And demand is posed by agriculture. And agriculture is basically a result of the population. So we have to accept it कि either Punjab, Haryana dispute on SYL dispute, or you can say the kind of other dispute, Kaveri dispute, or many more dispute. So water crisis in India, if I ask you, or water dispute in India between the state, is due to which reason? Water crisis is a result of the demand, excessively high demand. And high demand largely due to which reason? The agriculture, especially which crop? The rice and wheat. So you can say high demand due to food crop like rice and wheat. Any idea about the India, if data wise I talk about water crisis, that India has how much water of the world, entire globe, fresh water. 4% fresh water India holds. So you can also give one data also in your support that matter of that high demand, India has 4% water. But how much population India having? 17% population of the world. But how much area India has? 2.4% land or 2.3 around area India having of the world. Then once you compare area wise, our country having more water than our area or less water than our area? More water than our area, almost double. But once you check the population, then the population is almost 4 times than our water availability. So that is the high demand. Otherwise, India is blessed with more water in a small area. Hardly 2.4% land, but we have the 4% fresh water. So we must be happy with whatever water we have, but population is more so much, and this population is basically is having the food, and this food is largely India consumption. Which food? Rice and wheat. So if I say that which are the causes of the water crisis in India from high demand side, then if I say water crisis, if I say here water crisis of India, then main water crisis is basically because of the water intensive crop. If question comes up that main sector in which water is used in India, which sector? Water intensive crop. Punjab, Haryana both are famous for their water intensive crop, rice and wheat, especially rice. Example, which crop one of the most significant water intensive crop? Rice crop. Can you think of for rice, 1 kilogram rice, how much water is also you can say? 1 kilogram rice, 5,000 liter water भी use किया जाता है पंजाब में हरियाणा. Only 1 kilogram of rice, and this data by Ministry of Water Resources, Ministry of Jal Shakti. So which ministry has given this data? Few months back, Ministry of Jal Shakti. Ministry of Jal Shakti. So whatever data you also put forward, you just try any credible data, and you have to write down the source as well. So एक दो चल जाएंगे, बट आंसर लिखते हुए कोशिश करें कि डेटा भी लिख दें, सोर्स लिख दें. मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ जल शक्ति के थ्रू आया है या क्या. 1 kilogram, very close to 5,000 liter water. And you know very well कि whatever fresh water, then water intensive crop like rice and many more crop, then 85% fresh water of the India, जो भी fresh water India को मिला हुआ है total fresh water, for which purpose we are using that water? For agriculture. For agriculture. Especially for which crops? Rice, sugar cane, kind of water intensive crop. Hardly 15% water we are using in industries and drinking water. So drinking water is more burden, or this you can say agriculture is the bigger burden here. Agriculture, water intensive crop. And in agriculture, which part? Irrigation. Canal irrigation, tube well irrigation, like that. So which two kind of irrigation mainly depleting the water of the India? Tube well, and second is canal. Canal is depending upon the river water, tube well is dependent upon the groundwater, and both water are depleting faster gradually. Rivers are drying up by excessive diversion of the water on the name of canal. Groundwater is also declining due to excessive tube well or bore well. But people were not aware earlier. 1980s में, 1990s में, 2000 onwards, if any farmer having the bore well, tube well and extracting the water, then लोगों को दिखाया करते थे, वो देख कितना पानी निकल रहा है, कितनी तेज़ी से हम पानी निकाल रहे हैं, खुश हुआ करते थे निकाल कर. And no data in support of that, how much groundwater we have right now. Even still we don't have proper data. And groundwater data we are trying to collect now. So in recent time, because we are now accepting if we are drilling and drilling, but we are not getting the water, then we are realizing something wrong in our groundwater area. It is not unlimited, it's very limited water. And if demand is too high, it is not matching with the supply or demand supply mismatch, of course, we are going to lose our water, the river or groundwater. So that is the thing here. So you can write down water intensive crop to cater the demand, food for the population, food for huge population. That is one of the reason. But what is another, you can say the part here, other than water intensive crop demand? Then which demand is also there? Industrial demand, and also which thing? The household demand. Household demand and industrial demand also other kind of demand. But that is very less. How much water for industry and household? Around 15%. But that is 85%. Worldwide, around 70% global water is for agriculture and 30% for remaining. It is not only India but many more countries. So which is the major burden on the fresh water? Agriculture, the food crop. So globally also, India also, because India have more population, then it is not 70, it is rather 85% as by the government data. But other than that, which other reason also there in your opinion? Water crisis ke? Any other reason you can also talk about the water crisis going on? Further, you know the reason. I'm sure you know the reason. Huh? Huh? ओके क्लाइमेट चेंज तो आप लास्ट में लिखेंगे ही। हाँ, हाँ। ये आप पहले लिख दिया करें एक कोने के अंदर क्लाइमेट चेंज, एक 3-4 लाइन छोड़ दें चाहे तो, हाँ, कि क्लाइमेट चेंज तो लिखना ही है। क्लाइमेट चेंज एंड ऑल्सो वी आर ऑब्जर्विंग विच थिंग ऑल्सो wetland encroachment. That is one kind of thing we are now realizing, that gradually we are observing in water crisis, gradually we are encroaching on the wetland, especially by which activity? Wetland encroachment by, you can say the construction or concretization. What is the problem of concretization or this part? Actually, you know very well that suppose it is our river, Yamuna river or any river. If we make the houses here, and these are the pakka house in the Khadar area, plain area. Already this part I have given some point here, but now we can elaborate further, concretization. Then these are the pakka, concrete. If any particular day rainfall will occur in that area, or river has enough water, then this water will percolate here, concrete surface, or concrete surface is minimum percolation. It is so compact in nature, water can't infiltrate much. So concretization is stopping water to go inside. Then this water will either evaporate or may cause flood for time being, but it is not stored in the ground. Then ultimately ground is losing the water or gaining the water by concretization, losing the water. That is one of the key factor we are observing right now. Rapid concretization, urbanization, because of the population gradually migrating toward the urban pocket. So whichever river normally passing through the city area, then this problem we are observing. Concretization means minimum percolation or infiltration. Then minimum groundwater recharging. G for ground, W for water recharging. With the time, we will lose our water a lot. So nearby riverside or lake area, we need not to concretize much. Otherwise, water will not go down. More the concrete, minimum percolation, infiltration or groundwater recharging. So which areas could have less water? Concretized area, non-concretized area? Concretized area. Bengaluru, one of the reason of water crisis is concretization. And plus, you note very well that can you add deforestation also? Once we make the houses, we cut the trees. Trees are actually having which advantage? trees are enhancing the water or decreasing the water in any given area? And the roots of the trees taking the water. Deforestation is also one of the key thing. So on the one side we are losing our greenery, and other side we can also basically the concretization. And trees acting like a sponge by their root taking the water downward. Trees पानी को अंदर लेके जाने में हेल्प करते हैं. तो डिफॉरेस्टेशन ऑल्सो यू कैन राइट डाउन. एक्चुअली आजकल कभी भी आपको लिखना हो 3-4 फैक्टर तो कॉमन लिख दिया करें आप, बाद में सोचा करें क्यों लिख रहे हैं. डिफॉरेस्टेशन, वेटलैंड इंक्रोचमेंट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज. अब लिख दें विदाउट एनी डाउट. हाँ, ड्राउट आ रहा है तो क्लाइमेट चेंज, वेटलैंड इंक्रोचमेंट, डिफॉरेस्टेशन. फ्लड आ रही है, डिफॉरेस्टेशन, वेटलैंड इंक्रोचमेंट, क्लाइमेट चेंज. हीट वेव बढ़ती जा रही है, डिफॉरेस्टेशन, वेटलैंड इंक्रोचमेंट, क्लाइमेट चेंज. हाँ, तो ये सब कॉमन है आजकल. पॉल्यूशन बढ़ रहा है, डिफॉरेस्टेशन, क्लाइमेट चेंज, वेटलैंड इंक्रोचमेंट. लिख दीजिए, बाद में सोचिए कैसे हो रहा है. हाँ, अप्रूव कर देंगे आप, बिलीव मी. तो ये इंडिकेशन है कि प्रॉब्लम हमें लगती है अलग अलग है, पर उस प्रॉब्लम के रूट कॉजेज में जाएंगे सेम कॉजेज मिलेंगे आपको. दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स, डिफॉरेस्टेशन एंड ऑल दिस. And of course, which other point also you can mention? Mining को भी आप water crisis में लिख सकते हैं. Which thing? Mining. So mining is also you can say, especially the riverside sand mining, excessive sand mining. Excessive sand mining. Flood आ रही है तब भी excessive sand mining. Water crisis हो रहा है तब भी excessive sand mining. Pollution बढ़ रहा है तब भी excessive sand mining. Can you prove it? Why is sand mining in excessive manner also reducing the water in any given area? Sand is porous, non-porous? Porous. If we remove sand a lot, then extra water will not be absorbed by the this surface. Rather, it will be wasted this water in surrounding area. But if we have the sand, then sand is helping which way? Sand is which kind of material? Large gap, small gap? Large gap. So it is holding more water, less water? More water. It act like a sponge. So sand act like a sponge. अगर sand को हमने remove कर दिया, sand acts like a sponge. अच्छा खासा पानी स्टोर करते हैं sand. मॉइस्चर बनाए रखते हैं उस जोन का. Sand absorb the water in the bulk. तो sand mining etc. Any other point you can discuss in that area, water crisis के पीछे? Even one more reason is there, pollution, increased pollution level. Basically, the kind of garbage we are throwing, the kind of sewage and dirty water we are throwing, then we are reducing supply, we are increasing supply. We are reducing supply. Because गंदा पानी तो कोई यूज़ नहीं कर पाएगा. तो अल्टीमेटली पानी होने के बाद भी यूज़ नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, ये यूज़ नहीं कर पा रहे, रिसाइकिल नहीं कर पा रहे, ट्रीट नहीं कर पा रहे. तो मेनी सिटीज़ इवन डर्टी वाटर सो मच एंड विदाउट ट्रीटमेंट दिस वाटर इज मीनिंगलेस फॉर अस. वी कांट यूज़ दैट वाटर. सो अल्टीमेटली वाटर क्राइसिस ऑल्सो कॉज बाई दिस पार्ट, pollution as well, increasing pollution without treatment. तो increasing pollution, increase pollution level. गार्बेज को हम वेटलैंड में फेंक रहे हैं, कूड़ा कचरा फेंक रहे हैं, वेटलैंड भी कम हो गई हैं. मेनी रीजन्स यू कैन ऑल्सो इंक्रीज पॉल्यूशन मेनी वेज. ऑल टुगेदर यू कैन से इट इज लीडिंग टू वाटर क्राइसिस. एंड यू कैन लिंक अप फर्स्ट विच पार्ट मोर, the water intensive crop to meet the demand of the excessive food led by huge population, and then you can pursue or you can also give substantiate the data part. Later on you can say these are also other causes. Any natural causes also there? Okay, climate change also you can say climate change due to increase in temperature, more evaporation, less evaporation. Increased temperature, more evaporation. और ये evaporation उस एरिया से तो मॉइस्चर निकल जाए, कहीं और जाके बारिश करेगा, उसमें किसी और कंट्री में, किसी और रीजन में. बट एक्चुअली दैट एरिया लॉस द वाटर. सोयल गॉट लेस वाटर ड्यू टू मोर मॉइस्चर लॉस by increasing temperature. Increasing temperature, in also lakes are drying up, river water also being lost. And climate change also having which nature? Rainfall pattern also changing or rainfall pattern is same? Rainfall pattern, snowfall pattern, all are changing. इस बार तो snowfall ही नहीं हुई है. Kashmir में and Uttarakhand में, Himachal में very less snowfall and excessive water crisis then afterwards. रिवर्स धीरे धीरे पानी कम हो गया रिवर्स में, चैनल में, स्ट्रीम्स में, तो स्नोफॉल, रेनफॉल डिक्रीज और चेंज। तो अक्सर देखने में आ रहा है स्नोफॉल कम हो रही है। Change in the pattern of the snowfall, rainfall. Whichever months we have the lesser snowfall, rainfall, water crisis bound to take place in that area. So, of course, glacier will lose the size by glacier melting also. In future, it will be further problem. Rivers can dry up a lot. New reports are coming up. Those rivers we have the proud, like Ganga, like Indus. Many rivers could be drying up in upcoming 30, 40, 50 years, larger section, because of the climate change pattern. Or climate change is disrupting the rainfall pattern. So rainfall, snowfall pattern same as earlier, or their pattern getting change here? And it's change. So altogether it may fuel, aggravate, enhance it. And natural cause में बाद में लिख दें कि which also the natural cause could be there. Others natural causes also. Which natural causes also there? The uncertain monsoon rainfall. Which kind of rainfall? अनसर्टेन मानसून। इंडिया में मानसून की रेनफॉल इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है या अनसर्टेन है? अनसर्टेन है। अनसर्टेन मानसून रेन, अनरिलायबल रेन, प्लस विच थिंग ऑल्सो देयर, स्पेशली साउथ इंडिया हैज विच रॉक? हार्ड रॉक्स। हार्ड रॉक्स इन साउथ, दो इन पंजाब हरियाणा इट इज़ नॉट ए प्रॉब्लम मच, but in south and central India, hard rocks in south. Less percolation, more percolation, hard rock. Less percolation. Yes, please. I do suggest that though you may write down lack of awareness regarding the rainwater harvesting program, but you can write down this part in remedy. First, you can discuss the causes, main causes, especially the agriculture should be the main part. Actually, we are writing down answer, but our focus would be in sand mining, etc. But our purpose should be city area, entire country. As a whole, the water resource. Then we have to focus mainly on which part, that is depending upon how much water. 85% fresh water being consumed in agriculture, especially water intensive crop. And which irrigation? The macro irrigation, big wastage method of the irrigation, tube well, big canal, tube well altogether. Yes? Reduction? Of course, that is canal, of course. How we reduce the water at the source? Any example of how we are reducing the water? By holding the water in dam, hydropower plants. See, again, but why glaciers are changing, as I said? Snowfall pattern change. So that thing you can write down here. Gradually glacier losing the ice by rapid melting, and altogether you can write down in that. So you have the part, but one thing you have to also write down in the coastal area especially, that gradually climate change is also causing one more problem in water crisis in the coastal cities like Chennai, like many more coastal cities. Like if Punjab Haryana you keep aside for time being and only focus in larger perspective of the India, climate change is also leading to which problem? By sea level rise. Have you ever thought that sea level would rise, then water will be confined to the sea or it will encroach towards the land? But it's which kind of water? The saline water. Ultimately, salinity is increasing in the coastal area. This saline water through the rock will encroach, and then whatever groundwater or lake water, if saline water meeting with the fresh water, can we consume that water anymore? No, unless we desalinize it. So sea level rise is increasing salinity in the water, and saline water we cannot utilize. The one problem is coming up gradually once we take the groundwater of the Chennai. Which kind of water we are getting? Saline water. It means that gradually sea water is encroaching by sea level increase toward the land. Suppose it is our land, and here we have the sea water. Then sea water is only earlier, suppose sea water was like that, but sea water is increasing, and gradually sea water is encroaching here. So whatever groundwater is will be there, it will mix my saline water. Or this water can also touch the coastal fresh water. So people will be having more problem. So we have one threat also that large population of the India residing in the coastal area, and due to increase in sea level, salinity will increase in the which area? In coastal cities, coastal area like Chennai, Mumbai, Mangalore, Kochi, Thiruvananthapuram, many more areas. Salinity of the coastal area is increasing as well, and then this water crisis will be also bigger level. So this is also the kind of study. So you have to even write down those points which were accepted by the government. Any government document you read regarding the water reports or Ministry of Jal Shakti, these all causes are mentioned there. Pollution, etc. Even any report, either Bangalore water crisis or Delhi water crisis or as a whole water crisis of the India, many question UPSC asked in the past. These are the main causes. The causes are multi-pronged or single cause, many. But which cause the main cause? The agriculture by irrigation method plus also the kind of water intensive crop, rice, sugar cane kind of crop, food crop led by more population, and also these kind of challenges as well. Plus natural causes uncertain monsoon rainfall and hard rocks which are not allowing more percolation. After noticing this part, what should be the remedy here? Either Punjab, Haryana facing the water crisis, or Tamil Nadu, Karnataka facing the water crisis, or any other part of the India facing the water crisis. So what should be the remedy here? Steps here. Always we must have problem solving attitude. Think about which could be the ways here, which could be the steps here. Afforestation, correct. अब लिख दी एफोरेस्टेशन. हर बार शुरू मत किया करें एफोरेस्टेशन से. हर बार लगेगा कि एक ही तरीका है लिखने का. हाँ, पहले कुछ और लिख दें. हाँ हाँ हाँ. यस. Suppose agriculture is the main factor, so you have to bank upon agriculture part first. That time has come to change the cropping pattern in India. Why rice and wheat and sugar cane? Why not millets? Why not pulses? Why not oil seeds? Why not the horticulture crop, fruits, vegetables? Those consume less water. GM क्रॉप्स के बारे में कंट्रोवर्सी है. अगर आप जो आपके आंसर चेक करने वाले ओल्ड एज के लोग हैं 90 ईयर 80 ईयर 70 ईयर, अब वो अपनी लास्ट फेज में बैठे हुए हैं अपनी लाइफ के. अगर आपने उनको GM क्रॉप खिलाने के लिए मजबूर कर दिया तो उन्हें बहुत नाराज़गी है इस बात से कि इस एज में GM क्रॉप खानी पड़ेंगे. तो ये GM जो होता है ये हेल्थ के लिए हो सकता है कि अच्छा ना हो. तो हमें फोकस किस पे करना है? स्टेप्स दोज आर वेल एक्सेप्टेड. फॉर एग्जांपल द चेंज इन द क्रॉपिंग पैटर्न. लॉट्स ऑफ डिसीजन गोइंग ऑन इन इंडिया राइट नाउ, and especially in government circle this discussion going on a lot. Change in cropping pattern. In place of rice, too much rice, even sometime we have to grow other crop as. Why not promotion to which crop? Promotion to drought resistant varieties. Drought resistant varieties. Varieties like or you can say, or we can say which kind of varieties of the crop? Water efficient varieties or water efficient varieties. Water efficient means do consume less water or more water? Less water consumption. Water efficient like millets, bajra, ज्वार etc. काफ़ी थ्रस्ट किया जा रहा है मिलेट्स क्रॉप पर, एंड ऑल्सो द क्रॉप लाइक पल्सेस, द क्रॉप लाइक ऑयल सीड्स. राइस के कंपैरिजन में, शुगर केन के कंपैरिजन में लेस वाटर कंजम्पशन इन दिस क्रॉप. इंडिया इज ऑल्सो हैविंग हाई डिमांड इन प्रेजेंट टाइम. वर्ल्ड वाइड ऑल्सो वी आर ऑब्जर्विंग. हम बाहर से मंगवा रहे हैं वेजिटेबल ऑयल, हम बाहर से मंगवा रहे हैं पल्सेस. सो वी हैव टू प्रमोट दिस काइंड ऑफ क्रॉप दोज डिमांड लेस वाटर. Even which crop also? Horticulture. कम पानी लगता है राइस के कंपैरिजन में. Oh, these crops we have to promote. Even beside this, one more step, irrigation system में भी change करना है. We haven't to always promote the canal and tube well. We have to go for advanced technology based the irrigation method. Promotion to or encourage, which kind of encourage the micro irrigation system. Micro means less water or more water usage, like micro irrigation methods. For example, one method we call drip irrigation. Which irrigation? Drip. What is the fundamental of the drip irrigation? At the root, drop by drop, water we have to give. Water is not required in entire area. Water is just required in the root area. At right place, in right amount, at right time, water must be given. Drip irrigation. And drip irrigation में per drop more crop or less crop. जब सही समय में पानी देंगे, सही जगह पानी देंगे, सही अमाउंट पानी देंगे, तो कम पानी की बूंद में ज़्यादा क्रॉप. पर ड्रॉप मोर क्रॉप. We need not to use much water. Per drop more crop. Drip irrigation. Have you seen drip irrigation? So drip irrigation is also being promoted. If any farmer is rich enough, they can go for drip. Government can provide some subsidy as well. But one more method, if we can't use drip, then one more method is less water consumption, sprinklers. So few countries, those have more desert area, minimum water. To save the water, they are going for drip or sprinkler. Which country is the master of this art of drip irrigation? Israel. A many state government, because water is a state subject, learning from the Israel how to go for the drip irrigation. Israel like third desert, Negev desert, but because Israel पे काफ़ी न्यूज़ आ रही है, Israel की geography पूछ सकते हो इस बार. तो Israel having the Negev desert, but Israel due to drip irrigation, sprinkler of micro irrigation method, then of course saving the water a lot. So we can save the water, lots of water through canal, through the tube well. And okay, agriculture, but which other steps could also be taken simultaneously? Treatment of the water also. Lots of water polluting, then treatment of the polluting water. If we go for treatment of polluting water, the same water we can utilize to reuse the water, recycling the water, reuse and recycle. पानी को दोबारा यूज़ करें, गंदा होने के बाद ट्रीट करके यूज़ करें, reuse and recycle of the water. So Singapore is one city, then they treat a water a lot and then they again utilize that water. So many cities in India, if water crisis we are facing, then we have to of course go for treatment of polluting water. Plus which thing also you can advise in the treatment, or other than that, pollution. Yes, which other thing you can note down? Wetland, you can say promotion to wetlands. More wetlands are required in India right now. Promotion to or wetland conservation. लेक हैं, रिवर्स हैं, उनका wetland conservation. तो जो पुरानी वेटलैंड है उनको ठीक करें, सफाई करें, गार्बेज हटा दें. Then we can store the water. In Bengaluru we can do. One lake in Bengaluru, Bellandur Lake, full of garbage. If we remove that garbage, rainwater can store there, it can percolate, and groundwater recharging, surface water altogether we can get. More the wetlands, more the water we have. And of course, wetland conservation में हम किसको focus करें? Ponds से, lakes से, and also which area? The floodplain area, Khadar area. हम floodplain को conserve करें, rather than concretization. This floodplain area, Khadar area, where water is stored easily. So we are missing one thing here. We consider water can store only on the surface. Nature has given one clue to us. Beneath the surface of this water, we have large rock inside. And this rock is without gap, some gap also there in some rock, sedimentary rock, pores, and lots of aquifers gap is there. And million or billion of liter water can be stored in those areas. तो दिल्ली की सप्लाई में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट एरिया कौन सा है? यमुना फ्लड प्लेन. So rather than big tanks we store water, we can take down this water ground, and once water will go inside, suppose it is one area and groundwater, once more water can go inside, then in the gap of this rock, water can be stored easily. And this water once filled in this gap we call aquifers. पानी से भरे हुए ये गैप, इनको क्या कहा जाए, रॉक के जो गैप होते हैं ये जब पानी भर जाता है, एक्वीफर्स. Aquifers, aquifer recharging. So it is very important part that purpose is to take water downward as well. So side by side of wetland, lots of water can go inside. It can be stored. Inside less temperature, more temperature. Then less evaporation, more evaporation, less evaporation. Inside water goes also filtered water or water remain unclean. Layer by layer filtration, clean water. So nature create one backup plan always. Take water down. So whichever countries, whichever region, whichever communities have taken this route, that knowing that inside a big world is available beneath the surface, and we have to take down water, and if water can percolate easily and some rocks are porous inside, so like sedimentary structure, we can take too much water. This Khadar area nothing but like that. So aquifers must be recharged. Aquifer recharging also we call that. So focus is surface water more or groundwater? Groundwater. That is amazing, it's large area. तो उसमें पानी लेके जाना है हमें, उसको नीड पड़ने पे निकालने हैं हम. नीड कब पड़ेगी? ड्राउट टाइम पर, नॉर्मल टाइम पे. ड्राउट ये हमारी रिजर्व है. एफडी कब तोड़ते हैं हम? क्राइसिस के टाइम पे. हमारी एफडीज हैं जो क्राइसिस के टाइम पे तोड़नी है हमें, कि चलिए अब क्राइसिस से अब पानी निकाल लें. तो विच टाइम वी हैव टू एक्सट्रैक्ट दैट वाटर? इन क्राइसिस टाइम. Like drought is going on right in Bengaluru, it is the time that we can extract some groundwater there. तो क्यों रखेंगे पानी? दिखाने के लिए पानी रखेंगे नहीं, कुछ तो यूज़ करना है ना. यूज़ कब करेंगे? क्राइसिस टाइम पर. तो wetlands we have to create more, and these wetlands not only surface but water will also go inside. Aquifer recharging. Any other step? हम कई जगह पानी स्टोर कर सकते हैं. रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग, रूफ पर, सराउंडिंग एरिया पर, रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग. Also which program we can also watershed management. ये सब मिलते जुलते पार्ट है, ओवरलैपिंग भी हो रही है. watershed management. But in UPSC once you write down this kind of multi-pronged strategy, पुरानी नॉलेज आपको काम जरूर आएगी. watershed management program, soil moisture etc. Plus which thing also we can do here, desalination plant as well in future. Desalination. Many countries are going for desalination, but it's costly or cheaper. So we have to make sure technology should be affordable. If technology will be affordable by more research, then we can of course convert saline water into also fresh water. Desalination right now taking place by which method? RO method. But bigger RO method is too costly. So we have to go, desalination is in recent time or in upcoming time, or that could be long-term solution. So in future plants, not right now much focus, but future में हम कर सकते हैं plants. We have to focus upon. It is costly right now, of bigger scale. But which other thing in future also we can do? Interlinking of river, Ken-Betwa river link. So interlinking also we can do, but interlinking must be the, you can say, too quickly we have to do, or we have to proper environmental impact assessment की बात करें. Interlinking, कुछ रिवर को जिसमें ज़्यादा पानी या दूसरी रिवर से जोड़ सकते हैं, केन बेतवा, interlinking of river. Also it should also be immediate plan or future plan. Future plan, a future program also, interlinking of rivers. तो इट में टेक टाइम, 30-40 ईयर लग जाएंगे कंप्लीट होने में इन प्रोजेक्ट्स को. ये थोड़ा टाइम टेकिंग है, फ्यूचर में रिजल्ट नज़र आएंगे. बट वी हैव टू राइट डाउन इन द एंड दिस पार्ट, नॉट टू मच एम्फेसिस ऑन दिस पार्ट. एनी अदर पॉइंट यू कैन सजेस्ट? ऑफ कोर्स एफॉरेस्टेशन, ग्रीनरी. तो व्हाट यू हैव टू राइट डाउन, जो पार्ट आपके कॉजेज हैं उनका उल्टा कर दीजिए बस आप. रेगुलेशन ऑफ द माइनिंग एट्सेट्रा. Causes you know, remedy you know. So root causes we must always be aware of, and we should not be in a denial mode. Multiple reasons could be there in one part. You can think of natural factor, anthropogenic factor, also demand supply factors all together. If you work upon that, you can figure it out many kind of points, एंड आई एम श्योर स्टिल बहुत सारे पॉइंट आपके माइंड में होंगे। और भी कोई पॉइंट है? बहुत से लोग वाटर प्राइसिंग की बात करते हैं कि रैशनलाइजेशन, जो ज़्यादा पानी वेस्ट कर उन पे चार्ज लगाया जाए। वाटर भी एक प्राइस है, और एनीथिंग इन फ्री वी ओवर यूज, वी वेस्ट, बट इसके प्राइसेस लग रही हैं लाइक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, देन वी विल बी हैविंग द सेविंग टेंडेंसी। तो वाटर प्राइसिंग ऑल्सो, एक लिमिट के बियॉन्ड कोई वाटर यूज़ कर रहा है तो वाटर प्राइसिंग, water pricing is rational mechanism also. So we have to accept it is a limited resource, it's not renewable, rather we will lose our water very quickly जितना तेजी से पानी खत्म हो रहा है। So question you may see asking continuously more and more on the water. So water has become very big issue, so you can think of maximum steps which we require here. Any other thing you can write down? That is again coming in the polluting water, industrial or household, everything will come under that. Mine activity regulation, क्लाउड सीडिंग, इन योर ओपिनियन क्लाउड सीडिंग को भी आप किस में रख दें फ्यूचर के लिए? बहुत कॉस्टली है क्लाउड सीडिंग, अभी एक्सपेरिमेंट चल रहे हैं बस वर्ल्ड वाइड, कि हाउ टू कंट्रोल ड्राउट बाय क्लाउड सीडिंग, आर्टिफिशियल क्लाउड दैट वी कॉल बाय सिल्वर आयोडाइड पार्टिकल वी कैन थ्रो इन द एयर एंड दैट कैन अट्रैक्ट द वाटर वेपर एंड देन हेल्पिंग इन द रेनफॉल, बट इज ऑल्सो हैविंग पॉल्यूशन। एंड कभी कभी क्या होता है, जहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम चल रही वाटर की, क्लाउड वहीं बन जाएंगे, कहीं और चले जाएंगे, कहीं और चले जाएंगे, वहाँ पे फ्लड आ रही है और फ्लड कर देंगे। तभी क्लाउड सीडिंग पर हमें और रिसर्च करना है। तो दीज आर द फ्यूचर पार्ट, desalination, cloud seeding, costly and having some problems, some challenges as well. तो इन तीनों पॉइंट को आप फ्यूचर आप कर सकते हैं बाद में, बट दिस पॉइंट यू कैन राइट डाउन. So it is about the part here. So write down one topic here. Yes, of course. उनकी वो कहना चाह रहे हैं कि पानी की बात करते हैं, बॉटल खाली हो गई पानी की, तो इतना टाइम तो मिले कि पानी की बॉटल फिर भर ले हम. तो वन क्वेश्चन वी कैन राइट डाउन, discuss the causes of water crisis. Discuss the causes of water crisis. And examine the steps with suitable examples regarding it, and examine the steps with suitable examples regarding it. सो एक साइड में कॉजेज, दूसरे साइड पर क्या कर सकते हैं, कुछ एग्जाम्पल दे दें. ड्रिप इरीगेशन में इजराइल का नाम लिख दें. कुछ एक कोई वेटलैंड आपके माइंड में आ रही हो जो इंक्रोच हो रही हो, लाइक बेंगलुरु लेक है जो खराब. कौन सी लेक है बेंगलुरु की? बेलांदूर लेक है, बेलांदूर लेक. और विच सिटी? बेंगलुरु. ऑल्सो अभी एक लेक हरियाणा के अंदर, कौन सी लेक? बड़कल लेक, फरीदाबाद रीजन हरियाणा, ड्राई हो गई है. तो आंसर लिखते लिखते पूरी रिसर्च करिए आंसर में, चाहे गूगल से सर्वे क्यों ना करना, गूगल पे रिसर्च करके, चाहे एआई का यूज़ करें, आप कुछ भी यूज़ करें, पर आप अभी लिख लें एग्जाम्पल. वही फाइल पर पेजेस आप इकट्ठे करते रहिए, यही फाइल आपकी काम आएगी बाद में, एग्जाम्पल याद हो जाएंगे आपको. सो यू हैव टू राइट डाउन 100-200 आंसर्स विद एग्जाम्पल्स. एंड वो पर्पस मार्क्स लाने का नहीं है इस समय, पर्पस केवल ये है कि एक बैकग्राउंड कैसे बनाई जाए, आपको आगे रिवाइज करना हो मेंस के टाइम पर, प्रीलिम के टाइम पर. यस, वेरी गुड. एक अच्छा प्रोजेक्ट है, रिवर रिवाइवल भी प्रोजेक्ट चलाया जा रहा है इंडिया में. बेसिकली रिवर सूख रही हैं तो रिवर में पानी कैसे बढ़ाया जाए, बट कहीं ना कहीं कैसे बढ़ाया जाएगा पानी को. अगर हम लेस वाटर भी यूज़ है, जो मोर वाटर भी यूज़ लेस वाटर, तो हम एग्रीकल्चर में चेंज करके, तो रिवर गवर्नमेंट चला रही है प्रोग्राम. फॉर एग्जांपल रिवाइवल or which thing also we call rejuvenation of the river. Rejuvenation, पुनर्जीवित करना जो सूख गई है नदियाँ. वरुणा रिवर, अस्सी रिवर, मेनी मोर रिवर्स आर ड्राइंग अप. साबरमती को भी क्लीन किया गया. तो रिजुविनेशन ऑफ द रिवर्स, ड्राइंग रिवर, रिजुविनेशन ऑफ ड्राइंग रिवर. अभी पुणे में, पुणे सिटी के अंदर कुछ रिवर फ्लो करती थी, मुला मुथा रिवर, सूख गई हैं वो. उन रिवर को रिवाइव करना है. मुला मुथा रिवर ऑफ पुणे, ऑल्सो वरुणा रिवर ऑफ द वाराणसी इन द न्यूज़. तो अभी आप एग्जाम्पल दे सकते हैं वरुणा रिवर की. विच रिवर? वाराणसी में कौन सी रिवर? वरुणा रिवर. एंड मुला रिवर ऑफ विच सिटी? ऑफ पुणे. वाराणसी में ये. तो एग्जाम्पल यू कैन रिमेंबर. So you can update also. Suppose I didn't mention that point, but you got the point. You can write down also in your notes. And take my words, if you update your class notes, you are in a better position than others. Updation is very important part, क्योंकि ये फील देता है कि ये मेरे नोट्स हैं. क्लास नोट्स को वन टू वन में हूँ बहु कॉपी नहीं किया हमने. हमने कुछ इसमें ऐड भी कर दिया, वैल्यूडेशन. अब ये हमारे हो गए. तो अपने इम्प्रिंट छोड़िए, कुछ ना कुछ पॉइंट सर्च करिए कि इसके अलावा क्या पॉइंट हो सकते हैं. इवन सिंगल पॉइंट यू राइट डाउन. सो these are the steps here. So one part we have focus, and after 2 minutes water break पर डिस्कस करेंगे आपके यहाँ. शिबाशित बायो हाइड्रोजन फ्यूल. अच्छा, किस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में? मैंने आपका देखा नहीं ये वाला पार्ट. हाँ, यस. वेटलैंड जो हमारी है तमिलनाडु में काफ़ी हैं, उनमें वाटर क्राइसिस हो रहा है. हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स. तमिलनाडु रीजन, कर्नाटका रीजन, बट तमिलनाडु में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. सैलिनिटी इंक्रीज हो रहा है कोस्टल एरिया में. सी वाटर का इंक्रोचमेंट हो रहा है काफ़ी. ऑफ कोर्स. So after this part of water, so Punjab and Haryana water crisis can be taken care of. One thing is, without any politics, Punjab must respect the kind of agreement Punjab committed. If Punjab needs support, center can give support to Punjab. So we have to know that win-win situation we have to work here. So if any state already you have committed to give the water, then we have to complete that canal. If water crisis in Punjab, but it is severe water crisis in Haryana, then Punjab has to give some water to Haryana, of course. In return, then center can support the Punjab also on wetland conservation and also promoting other crops in place for rice and MSP support, minimum purchasing, minimum support price, so that farmer can grow other crop as well. So you may write down in that way, but either problem of the south or north as a whole also you have to know. But one more problem is the water, quality of the water also declining. Then we are calling water pollution, especially the river water pollution, like Yamuna pollution. Then this issue is also one burning issue of the India, that quality of water is also deteriorating. Yamuna is highly polluting river, but what could be the reason of the Yamuna pollution, water pollution, causes here as well? You have to also give me the points because you know all those things. Which is the main cause of the pollution of the river? Then one term we use, sewage. Sewage is solid waste or liquid waste? That is liquid. Garbage is solid and sewage is liquid. Liquid waste. And this liquid waste released from our household. हमारे घरों का जो गंदा पानी होता है, टॉयलेट्स का, किचन का, बाथरूम का, liquid waste released by our household. You know very well that ultimately in Delhi, lakhs of houses are there where crores of people have been living. But what is the kind of this dirty water released from our houses is going? It is going to any drain, and drain to larger drain, a larger drain falling into any river. And which river in the Delhi surrounding it? Yamuna. So either in Varanasi or Prayagraj or Kanpur, the Ganga, or the Delhi and also Mathura, Agra for Yamuna, and many more cities. Maximum population, you can say living in nearby the river side, then household liquid waste that we call sewage. But other than sewage, which another source of the pollution in the river of water? Industrial. But that we call effluent. A technical term we use, effluent. Effluent is also which kind of waste? Liquid waste. But क्या difference है liquid waste of industries? Industrial liquid waste. And you know that chemicals are more in effluents, like it could be have mercury, it could have sulfur, it could have nitrate, it could have many more, cadmium and many more metal, toxic metal, arsenic. आर्सेनिक तो नॉर्मली ग्राउंड वाटर में ज़्यादा गहराई से निकालने तब निकल कर आ रहा है ज़्यादा, बट सीवेज में कौन से वेस्ट ज़्यादा है? बायोलॉजिकल, वेरियस काइंड ऑफ बैक्टीरिया एटसेट्रा, माइक्रोब्स, biological nature more, but some chemical also of course. So sewage, effluent, but if you compare these two, which one is more causing the pollution? Sewage, because if industries are 10, houses are in lakhs. So ultimately quantity prevailing over the quality, or so much you can say every day in our river sewage is mixing, it has bigger impact than the effluent. So here mainly the kind of population, household numbers. So sewage is the number one contributor in India, second is effluent. And third is solid waste that we call garbage. Garbage or solid waste. Various kind of solid waste, plastic, non-plastic, biological solid waste as well, human excreta. You know, still open defecation is one practice in India, though it is being tried to have more toilet, but still some dirty waste going of the human being in rivers as well. So garbage of various kind, solid waste. Even agriculture sector is also releasing some waste here, and this waste is not only you can say, but this waste is also agriculture waste. Chemicals of agriculture, especially led by chemical fertilizers, chemical pesticide, कीटनाशक दवाइयाँ, chemicals of agriculture on the name of fertilizer, pesticide. So this thing is also being discussed nowadays. So any other thing you can note down in increasing pollution? One thing also we have to accept. If river or any lake, any region, if it has less water, suppose, and in your opinion, suppose gradually water is decreasing. If now the same water, these houses or these industries are releasing their liquid waste, solid waste, whatever is coming, so in your opinion, which thing you can notice here? If in less water, more concentration or less concentration of the pollutant? More concentration. If more the water, then it can dilute. So pollutants are not being diluted if water is less in the river. So one reason, key reason is also the less water of the river also. Or you can note down that one more cause is what? Which cause? The rivers are drying up, water bodies are drying up, rivers are drying up, not having enough water, not having enough water, enough water. Because on the name of irrigation, we are diverting the water. Enough water. So more concentration of pollutant, less concentration of pollutant. More concentration of pollution. Even once river will dry, then fish will die. Then that water is good water if dead fish, dead organism, bad water, of course. So गंदगी का एक मैटर ये भी है कि पानी कम है, नदियाँ सूख रही हैं, life also getting die. And after the death, this water will become not so good. So overall, dead rivers. तो एक क्वेश्चन यूपीएससी ने पास में पूछा, रिवर डेड होती जा रही हैं, उसके क्या इम्पैक्ट आएंगे? इरिगेशन फॉर फूड क्राइसिस, but also it will also be having a problem. Overall, rivers are getting polluted a lot. Dead rivers. Biodiversity of the river is missing now. So is Gandaki say? But if I say that, in your opinion, if we know the causes, then how can we go for the treatment or steps regarding course correction? Then what should be our course correction or steps to control the pollution? Steps here to control pollution, to control water pollution. Then which thing you can note down? Of course, treatment plants. Which treatment plant? Sewage treatment plant, that we call STP. STP means sewage treatment plants. So we have to increase the number of sewage treatment plants. 1/3 water is being treated in India, 2/3 is still untreated, as reports are coming up. Many programs run by the government in the past, Ganga Action Plan, later on Namami Gange, and many more of the program as well, but still reports are coming up, India needs more STP. STP is what? Sewage treatment plant. Similarly, for effluent, which thing also we require? ETP, effluent treatment plant. So it must be assurance that whatever liquid waste or sewage we are releasing, it should be first of all treated, then reaching to the river. No untreated water must be reaching either by industries or household. It must be treated first. So that is difficult task, but of course we can increase the number. Or भी treatment plant लगाएं, T for treatment, P for plant, treatment plant. So to control pollution, treatment plants, either sewage or effluent treatment plants. Upgrading old plant, new plant further. Every drain must have this thing. For garbage or solid waste, what we can do here? Then solid waste management, of course. Management. Rather than this plastic, then we have to reuse the plastic here, or we have to recycling. So minimum garbage must be dumped to the river. Solid waste management. Even the dirty human waste, then we have the toilet construction, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. And many more things you can write down. Even we can remove the garbage, because garbage is always beneath the water, also floating on the surface. Then cleaning the water. Then solid waste management, also chemical farming if we are having, which farming could also be there. Then promotion to natural farming or organic farming. Organic farming without chemical fertilizer, chemical pesticide. Organic farming, especially which area? Near the river bank of the river. Near the river banks. कम से कम नदियों के किनारों पर तो हम ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग. So Government of India is focusing organic farming or natural farming. Organic farming ko we can also say which kind of farming? a kind of natural kind of farming. Plus, can we go for more houses here or trees here? Trees. Trees are wonderful because trees are basically stopping dirty waste not to reach to the river. Tree roots are absorbing the dirty thing as well. So tree plantation near the Ganga, one program is also being run, that plantation. So plantation near the river bank. Trees are stopping. Plantation near bank, river bank, किनारों पर, near river bank, tree plantation. And any other point you can suggest here? In this part here, any other point? सैंड माइनिंग भी कंट्रोल की जाए. सैंड माइनिंग से वाटर क्राइसिस भी हो रहा है, फ्लड भी बढ़ रही है, पॉल्यूशन भी बढ़ रहा है. अगर हमने सैंड को रहने दिया, moderation, then sand will filter, natural filter the sand. So we have to maintain the sand in nearby river, maintaining sand. Sand is using as which purpose? By sand mining regulation, then filtration, natural filter, these are filtration. So filtration को promote किया जाए by natural sand. So we haven't to remove the entire sand from the river side. If river or nature has made the sand, purpose is there, deep purpose is there. Water is percolating, water is being clean also, layer by layer. पानी छन छन के जाएगा अंदर तक जाकर clean हो जाएगा. And one more thing is need of the hour, that is that the rivers have less water, more concentration. Then one more step is generally missing, that we call that adequate water or optimum water. कम से इतना पानी तो रहे, optimum water. Optimum water must be maintained in the river. Optimum water must be maintained. कितना वाटर ऑप्टिमम कहलाता है? must be maintained for healthy river. Healthy river means which river? That is healthy life or dead life? Healthy life. Healthy river with healthy life. With healthy life, more fish, more tortoise, more useful microbes, healthy life. Can you tell me what could be the benefit if river has plenty of life, more fish, more tortoise, more dolphin, like Ganga dolphin, Ganga, more you can say the healthy microbes. Actually, these organisms are consuming the dead bodies also, dead waste as well. Have you seen that fish also consume the dead bodies? Dolphin also the carnivorous, omnivorous. And you can say microbe also. Many microbes are consuming the dangerous things of the water, decomposing it. So we observe that whichever river having more life because of the more water is. But which species of the river or species of this part, suppose we focus on the river water pollution, like Yamuna, like Ganga. Then Ganga water or Yamuna water being the river, these are running water or stagnant water, unlike the pond, running water. And running water means flowing water. So these species thriving in the flowing water. So we have to make sure flow of the river. Ecological flow we have to maintain in the river. Ecological flow means enough water even for enough life. Ecological flow maintenance. That we one call E-flow. Which flow? E-flow. हर E इलेक्ट्रॉनिक नहीं होता है कि हर जगह इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फ्लो लगा दें. E-flow, ecological flow, environmental flow also we call that. Environmental flow, E-flow, environmental flow, ecological flow, maintenance. So that river character should not be damaged. How can we assure this thing? E-flow, optimum flow. What is our tool here to have the optimum water? by excessive diversion on the name of the dam and barrages and the irrigation canal, or optimum diversion or excessive diversion? ऑप्टिमम डाइवर्जन. हमें फिगर आउट करना पड़ेगा कितना पानी निकालें उसके बाद भी लाइफ बनी रहे, और कितने पानी के बाद कैरिंग कैपेसिटी ब्रीच हो रही है या इरिवर्सिबल डैमेज होने लगा है. ऑप्टिमम वी हैव टू फिगर आउट. ओके, वाटर को हमें यूज़ करना है इन द irrigation also. We can't say no irrigation in India. So we have to say that excessive diversion, optimum diversion by the river. Optimum diversion. Optimum diversion of water from dam and canal etc. डैम कैनाल जो बना रहे हैं तो पानी इतना ही निकाले हैं कि रिवर के कैरेक्टर ख़त्म ना हो. एंड इससे बहता हुआ पानी होगा या स्टैग्नेंट वाटर हो जाएगा? बहता हुआ पानी. एंड दिस वाटर इज इट सेल्फ हैविंग द सेल्फ हीलिंग कैपेसिटी बाई हेल्दी लाइफ दैट विल डिकम्पोज मैनी डर्टी थिंग्स. So river, if having this minimum E flow, then of course this river will be which kind of river? The self-healing properties. इसको हम कहते हैं कि रिवर अपने आप अपनी गंदगी को हैंडल कर सकती है. तो बहुत हद तक तो गंदगी रिवर खुद समाप्त करती है. बहता हुआ पानी हम कहते हैं सेल्फ हीलिंग प्रॉपर्टी दैट वी कॉल. विच प्रॉपर्टी? सेल्फ हीलिंग प्रॉपर्टी. सेल्फ हीलिंग प्रॉपर्टी बेस्ड ऑन विच लाइफ? डेड लाइफ, हेल्दी लाइफ? हेल्दी लाइफ. So we have to make sure this part as well. But for that we have to even accept that not everywhere big dams, not everywhere big canals. We have to make a kind of balancing way, sustainable development. Okay, minimum water कितना रखना ही पड़ेगा इस healthy life के लिए, उसको figure out करना है. And of course if this water will be having, इसको हम क्या कहेंगे? अविरल धारा और नॉर्मल धारा. अविरल धारा, बहता हुआ पानी, बिना रुके पानी बह रहा है, अविरल धारा. एंड अविरल धारा से व्हाट वी कैन अचीव? क्लीन वाटर, निर्मल धारा. सो अनलेस वी मेंटेन द फ्लो ऑफ द रिवर, अगेन द नेचर वी आर मेकिंग इट डेड. minimum water is left, rivers are literally drying up because excessive water we are diverting. We have to make sure that we have to maintain the E flow by regulation of the dam and all those part. डैम वगैरह रेगुलेशन करना बहुत ज़रूरी. रेगुलेशन ऑफ डैम कैनाल. इतना पानी ना निकाले जाए रिवर ही सूख जाए. रेगुलेशन इज वेरी मच नीडेड. So it is also being recommended here. And which project Government of India running for this particular steps? Namami Gange. Whatever I mentioned, all are mentioned in the government program Namami Gange. Then we have to, of course, enforce this thing here. Then this one massive program is running in India for river pollution. Which thing? Namami Gange. So Namami Gange banking upon STP, ETP, also solid waste management, organic farming or natural farming near the river bank, or plantation near the river bank, or you can say the sand mining regulation, etc. by maintaining the sand, or aviral dhara as well. Aviral dhara or ecological flow or optimum water, that is having the healthy life, more fish. So that which property river having itself? Self-healing property. तो मैक्सिमम काम तो सेल्फ हीलिंग से हो जाएगा. एंड वी कैन ऑल्सो टेक सपोर्ट ऑफ दिस थिंग एज वेल. ऑल टुगेदर वी कैन मेक रिवर क्लीन. इफ वी डू दैट रिवर वुड बी क्लीन एंड दैट वी विल कॉल विच धारा? निर्मल धारा. तो अगर हम एक पॉइंट देखें, अविरल धारा इज नीडेड और नॉट नीडेड फॉर क्लीन रिवर. बहता हुआ पानी रुक, अविरल धारा प्लस STP plus ETP plus solid waste management plus organic farming plus plantation, and all together we can achieve which thing? Nirmal Dhara, clean river without mal, without dirty things. Nirmal Dhara. हाँ, इधर इट इज़ अ स्लोगन ऑफ नमामि गंगे. और इंडिया में ये एक प्रोजेक्ट चलाया जा रहा है. विच प्रोजेक्ट? नमामि गंगे प्रोजेक्ट. दो इट इज़ टेकिंग टाइम. But of course, it is one of the massive project Government of India running right now, Namami Gange project. And key theme of Namami Gange to achieve the Nirmal Dhara task through the Viral Dhara and these steps as well. STP, ETP, solid waste management and organic farming, plus also the kind of plantation. So we have to remember the ways, how can we handle the pollution issue of the water. Yes, please. No, actually earlier in 1980s, the Government of India has taken the task Ganga Action Plan 1985. Later on, Ganga Action Plan 2 also in 90s. In 2014-15 onwards, the Namami Gange was relaunched by modifying the Ganga Action Plan. More holistic, not only in STP, ETP, but also Aviral Dhara. But we have to accept it. All the kind of slogans of Namami Gange, still Ganga is less polluted. Because Yamuna is not clean. Can you say Ganga could be clean without Yamuna cleaning? Because you know, Yamuna water will be meeting with the Ganga. If Yamuna will be unclean, Ganga will always be clean. Because Yamuna is a tributary of the Ganga, attributing water to the Ganga. So, which thing is also required, Nirmal Dhara? The entire river basin management, or only you can say the single river basin management. If we want to clean any river, you have to clean their tributaries as well. Otherwise, tributaries will also add the dirty water. River basin management. Holistically, we can address the problem rather than single river. So, Namami Gange project is only for Ganga or Ganga basin? For Ganga basin, not the only this part. So, here you can also write down one question. और क्लाइमेट चेंज लिखना है तो कॉजेस में लिख देना, आप क्लाइमेट पॉल्यूशन बढ़ा रहा है क्लाइमेट चेंज, ये मत कि लिखना कि क्या ये. सो यू कैन राइट डाउन, कोई कॉज और भी मन कर रहा है लिखने का, देन यू कैन राइट डाउन दिस पार्ट. ये सीवेज है, एफ्लुएंट है, लास्ट में क्लाइमेट चेंज भी लिख दीजिएगा. एनी वन कैन यू जस्टिफाई क्लाइमेट चेंज, कैसे ये प्रॉब्लम दे रहा है. क्लाइमेट चेंज टाइम पर बायोडाइवर्सिटी रिवर की अफेक्टेड हो रही है, डेड हो रही है, वाटर इवापोरेट कर रहा है, and all less rainfall etc. and things. तो climate change तो आप लिख ही देंगे हर जगह. So one question you can write down. Namami Gange project is based on Aviral Dhara concept and STP, ETP, organic farming, and plantation. Examine the role of these approaches. Examine the role of these approaches in addressing the water pollution in India. Examine the role of these approaches in reducing the water pollution in India. तो आप कोशिश करें दोनों टॉपिक को. काफ़ी क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं मेंस में, हर बार आ रहे हैं, बट आंसर एक ही होगा आपका. इफ़ यू राइट डाउन दिस आंसर, देन दे कुड आस्क इन डिफरेंट वेज. ये डिस्कस द यमुना पोल्यूशन, डिस्कस द गंगा पोल्यूशन, लाइक दैट. बट यू नोट वेरी वेल that after the Yamuna 2 case studies, we have taken up the water issues, water crisis, and also the water pollution. But other rivers को आप अगर डील करना चाहें तो क्या तरीका हो सकता है डील करने का. दैट यू कैन राइट डाउन. टाइम नहीं अभी हो गया है कि टाइम, अभी तो टाइम होगा, अभी टाइम थोड़ा सा होगा, थोड़ा सा टाइम लेंगे. हाँ, थोड़ा सा तो देखते हैं. चलो हाँ, आप कैन यू टेल मी विच रिवर आर नाउ लेफ्ट हियर? रामगंगा. And further eastward, if you go, which river? Further eastward, which river you can note down? Yes, Gomti, correct. Then, correct, Gagra. Then, Gandak. एक्चुअली ये नॉइज़ नहीं है, ऐसे नॉइज़ मत समझिएगा आप. हाँ, फ्रस्ट्रेशन भी नहीं है, बल्कि क्या होता है कि किसी एक का फ्रस्ट्रेशन कई लोगों की स्ट्रेस को कम करता है. हाँ, हाँ. उन्होंने तो किया, पर आप हंसे इस बात से, हंसने से कम से कम स्ट्रेस रिलीज होती है. तो आप कोशिश करिए हर नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव निकालिए बस आप. हाँ. तो रामगंगा, गोमती, घाघरा, गंडक एंड ऑल्सो एक रिवर और भी है, दैट इज बूढ़ी गंडक. एंड विच रिवर एज वेल? द कोसी एंड महानंदा. So what you can do कि you can make first of all क्योंकि sequence में you can make one kind of column. This column you can make. So first the main river Yamuna and Alaknanda. Later on in the brief of the river, you need not to give extra focus on every river. But few important river you can give more focus. For example, Ramganga. Then which fact is important in the Ramganga? Ramganga river is, of course, the tributary of the Ganga, but this river is basically the having source in which Himalaya? Also Uttarakhand side, and we call this Himalaya by which name? Garhwal Himalaya. Do you remember Garhwal Himalaya? Garhwal Kumaon region. Garhwal Himalaya. In Uttarakhand area, Pauri, Garhwal and surrounding area, Garhwal Himalaya. And this river, as names, this river Ram Ganga, a famous river of course. ये आफ्टरवर्ड्स एक नेशनल पार्क भी इसमें फ्लो करती, जिम कॉर्बेट नेशनल पार्क. दिस रिवर Ramganga, you can say. This question you may see asked once, okay, which famous river passing through the Jim Corbett National Park, Ramganga. And this national park, that's why sometimes also we call Ramganga National Park. Which national park? Ramganga National Park. Ramganga is a lifeline of the wildlife of this area. Tiger, elephants, deer species. One of the most famous park of the India. Jim Corbett. Jim Corbett also has the tag first national park of the India, set up in India. First national park in 1936 by Britishers. That's why this name British, Jim Corbett, a British officer. Ramganga National Park also some people call Jim Corbett. एंड दिस रिवर रामगंगा नेशनल पार्क में एक रामगंगा के साथ साथ में इसकी ट्रिब्यूटरी भी फ्लो करती है. इंडिया में एक कोसी रिवर है बिहार में, बट एक कोसी रिवर उत्तराखंड की भी है. एक जैसे कई नाम होते हैं. तो रामगंगा नेशनल पार्क में ऑफ कोर्स दिस रामगंगा एंड इट्स वन ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑल्सो. तो विच रिवर आर फ्लोइंग इन दैट एंड विच रिवर एज वेल? द रामगंगा ट्रिब्यूटरी विच रिवर? कोसी रिवर. तो कोसी रिवर ओनली you can say one river the Bihar side or Nepal side or Uttarakhand side also. Uttarakhand, Kosi river. We need not to confuse Kosi river, they ask. Kosi river and Ramganga river. Suppose it is the Ramganga river. Which state this one? Uttarakhand. Which river, main river? Ganga. Parallel to Ganga, which river? Yamuna. And which river this one? Alaknanda. With many more small rivers here. But which river is here the river here? The Ramganga and Ramganga river like that. It is the Ramganga. And which national park this one? Jim Corbett. And here a small river is also there. Which river this one? The Kosi river. The Ramganga with its tributary Kosi. Also there. तो यूपीएससी ने इस तरह क्वेश्चन पूछे हैं नेशनल पार्क उनकी रिवर. बट दिस रिवर फाइनली रिमेन कन्फाइंड टू उत्तराखंड एरिया ऑफ दिस जोन और इट गोज टू यूपी ऑल्सो. उत्तराखंड टू यूपी. यूपी में नियर वन टाउन ऑफ द यूपी नियर कन्नौज. विच टाउन? कन्नौज. कन्नौज हिस्टोरिकली ए फेमस प्लेस. द हर्षवर्धन रूल्ड हियर. So you will study about the Kannauj. a historical town. But this historical town also famous for which industry in recent time also? Perfume. Then this area is famous for perfume. So Kannauj in the UP, it is meeting with the Ganga, meets with Ganga, meets with Ganga. So you have to know beginning and the end point of few rivers, not all the rivers, but if काफी famous है, so these 2-3 line you can note down. And regarding the Gomti River, if I say it is the Nepal, and it is the Uttarakhand, it is the UP. And this river, if I write down, it is the Gomti River. Tell me, this area is mountain area or plain area? River Gomti. It is river Ramganga. Then Gomti is the few rivers in Ganga basin which are coming from plain area. So source is Tarai plain or mountain region? Tarai plain. Of UP or Bihar? UP. इस एग्जैक्टली प्लेस पड़ता है यूपी में पीलीभीत. विच प्लेस? पीलीभीत. Pilibhit is also famous for tigers, tiger reserve. Pilibhit district is also there. But this river of UP, Pilibhit to one city of the UP also, which city? Capital city of the UP, Lucknow. So Lucknow on the bank of which river? Gomti river. Lucknow is here. So you have to think about, okay, where is Lucknow, where is Patna, where is famous cities of every state. And then this river passing through the Jaunpur, etc., and many places in the UP. Finally, in UP, it is meeting with the river Ganga near Varanasi. Near Varanasi, it is meeting with Ganga. ये गाजीपुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट है, तो गाजीपुर के एक विलेज में जाके मिल जाती है. नियर वाराणसी गाजीपुर meets with Ganga. Meets with Ganga. A famous river, Gomti river. So this would be the way also here. Ram Ganga Gomti. If I say Ram Ganga Gomti, polluting river, yes, of course, population is so much. And one river is which river as well? Ghagra. But Ghagra is so big river, Ghagra is coming like that. And Ghagra river, in your opinion, if I say river Ghagra, then Ghagra is a large river, small river here. We call it is the largest tributary of the Ganga. Largest tributary. Largest tributary means volume wise, length wise. Volume. Just like Chenab river is the largest river and Satluj river is the longest river in Indus. And worldwide, Nile is the longest and Amazon is the largest. Similarly, in the Ganga basin, Yamuna is the longest, Ghagra is the largest, volume wise. And this river is taking the water of Tibet also. ये तिब्बत से ओरिजिन करती है, तिब्बत नेपाल बॉर्डर, तिब्बत नेपाल बॉर्डर. Very close to Nepal in Tibet area, Chinese control. And then this river flowing through Nepal long distance, then coming to UP and then going to Bihar. And Bihar में near Chhapra meeting with the Ganga. कौन सा town? Chhapra town. Meets with Ganga. तो ये ऐसा नहीं कि हमें याद रख जाना है कि छपरा के पास क्या मिला, गाजीपुर के पास कौन सी रिवर मिली. वी नीड नॉट टू रिमेंबर ऑलवेज, बट वी हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट ओके बिहार में कहीं ये रिवर मिलती है. एंड आई एम राइटिंग डाउन दिस पार्ट, बट डजंट मीन ईच एंड एवरी फैक्ट यू कैन रिकॉल. डायग्राम शुड बी देयर इन योर माइंड कि ये बिहार तक जाती है, यूपी एंड होगा, बिहार में आके मिल जाएगी घाघरा रिवर. बट घाघरा इज वन मोर नेम. Karnali river in which area? In Nepal. So this river is also known by one name, Karnali. So Karnali is another name of Ghagra. In which country? Nepal. But this river in UP is also having one important place, Ayodhya. तो इसलिए ज़्यादा न्यूज़ में इस समय घाघरा रिवर. बट जहाँ पर ये अयोध्या है, दिस पार्ट ऑफ घाघरा वी कॉल सरयू रिवर. कुछ बुक्स में इसको शारदा लिख दिया है, बट शारदा इज ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ द घाघरा. एंड शारदा घाघरा जब हम ज्वाइनिंग दिस ज्वाइंट वाटर वी कॉल सरयू वाटर. तो इस प्लेस पर क्या नेम है घाघरा का अयोध्या में? सरयू रिवर. तो सरयू रिवर, करनाली रिवर, नथिंग बट विच रिवर? घाघरा रिवर. Kali river is another river. Kali river is tributary of the Karnali. But I will discuss this part later on. But you have to remember, Saryu river, once you say in Ayodhya, Saryu river is nothing but which river? Gagra river. तो कुछ एरिया में सरयू भी कहा जाता है इस रिवर को अयोध्या के जोन में. बट रेस्ट ऑफ द एरिया इंडिया में घाघरा. नेपाल में विच रिवर? करनाली रिवर. तो करनाली सरयू अनदर नेम ऑफ द घाघरा. So it is one of the way also here. So tomorrow from here onwards other river as well, and tomorrow we will be discussing the Brahmaputra, Godavari, Krishna. We will try our best कि बहुत सी river complete हो जाएं कल इंडिया की. Yes please. पीलीभीत in UP area, North UP you can say. तराई प्लेन का जो नेपाल बॉर्डर पर ही है ये पीलीभीत रीजन. हाँ, but it is the district of the UP. Current status of SYL canal, it is pending or complete pending this one? एक्चुअली प्रोजेक्ट पेंडिंग हो गई है, पंजाब ने टर्मिनेशन कर दिया है इसे.